Hello? Yo. Hold on, let me pin this shit real quick. Thank you, bro. Okay. Yeah, so I saw an interesting video pop up in my feed today while I was perusing my YouTube channel right after I woke up, as one normally does, right? And obviously, I know that there's been like a lot of shit changes in my opinion to Risk of Raid 2, and I saw this video and I was like, you know what? Maybe it'd be fun to watch like on stream and like just like get my raw reaction to it, cuz like after playing the game, bro, like I got to say it, like this shit feels way different than normal. Yo, what's up, Pantheon? I wanted to watch this video on stream mainly because you're here too, but I thought this would just be interesting to watch. So I pinned the channel of the dude who made this video. His name's Wooly, or Wooly, I don't know which one. I've been watching the dude for a while. He's a Risk of Rain 2 GOAT in my opinion. Whenever I watch content on the game, I watch this motherfucker. He's kind of a G. But anyways, this video seemed interesting to me to just, watch on stream. So, you skimmed it earlier? Yeah, dude, I saw it too and I was intrigued. Like, I wanted to watch it on my own, but then I was just like, you know what? I've been playing, like, Risk of Rain 2 on stream. Like, I may as well just react to it on stream and shit too. So whatever. I haven't watched any of it yet, but you have, so you might have like a little more input than me. But I thought it would just be interesting to watch.
Hello. What you are about to watch
Without
is a
further
discussion
ado, go.
amongst community creators for Risk of Rain 2 about the absolute state of the game.
Yep, shit
post
state by the way.
Seekers DLC. Without further
Shit
ado,
state
go
by
grab
the
a
way.
snack, sit down, relax, and enjoy. I wanted to make like
I got you, brother.
town hall style video, just getting with some content creators, because as we all know, there's been some things going on. We'll say with
For
the
sure.
game. Not just the DLC, but the game.
For
as a
sure.
whole. So.
For
Before
sure,
we
man.
start talking about stuff, and this is like going to be open.
There's been
discussion,
some
doesn't have to be,
shit
like,
going
I'm
on
gonna
for
ask
sure.
specific questions or anything. I just want to get like a rating from each of you, just given your total experience, just gut instinct out of 10. What would you rate the current state of the game?
For me, if before this update you asked me to rate this game out of 10, I'd instantly say like 8.59 out of 10. Risk of Rain 2 with base game and Survivors of the Void was fantastic. I loved it. Honestly, probably one of my favorite roguelikes ever now, maybe. But concerning his question of what do I think about it now with this update in mind, dude, honestly, I'd give this shit like a 6.57 out of 10. Like, originally going into it, like, the DLC felt fun, but there's just so many problems with, like, the basis of the game now that it feels unplayable. Like, I don't know why, but it feels like difficulty scales up way quicker. There's more elites and common enemies now. I don't know. It feels like there's more enemies as well. Like I just don't get it. Like the game just feels way too hard to me now. And like I say this as like a veteran that has been playing this for like ever since the release pretty much. I played this shit for like 3-4 years. And I feel like I can't even complete one run of normal difficulty. And it kind of just feels like shit to me, you know? I saw a comment about I was skimming through the comments before I watched it, and it said we're slowly seeing an indie game turn into a AAA game, and with the change from like I think they were Hippo developing or some shit, and now Gearbox is taking over. And dude, I have to say, Gearbox is known for fumbling the bag so hard on their games. Example: look from Borderlands 2 to Borderlands 3 and the pre-sequel. Neither of those games were as good as Borderlands 2, which is insane. Gearbox is, dude, they're like one of the biggest fumblers in the gaming industry, and to add on to that, they're like with EA now, and like if if you think EA having their hands on an IP isn't worrying, then you might be a little stupid. Found the reason Elite Swarm, yeah, spawns them had the cost of the elites halved, so they spawn twice as often, twice as fast. What the fuck is that, man? No wonder why the game feels unplayable, dude. Holy shit, that is unbelievable, man. I remember when we were playing last night, dude. Like, I killed one elite. I was fighting him for like 3 minutes because it was like the gold one, right? We had like no items, and they're hard enough to kill on their own. But then like I had to run away from him, and as I'm fighting him, I see four more other elites walking over to me. I'm just like, dude, what the fuck is this shit, man? It's bullshit. Where'd the audio go? Oh, never mind.
0.75.
0.75 and what is crazy?
You're not giving it ones and point. No,
That's crazy.
I'll slide in with a 2, I reckon.
These guys are based. Holy.
It's like enough for like that.
I respect that.
That's a 2. And I get rounds up from 1.8
Like,
to this,
okay.
but I'll give you 2.
If you ask the expansion,
Me personally, I don't think it's that low because actually maybe it is that low. Maybe I'd rate it a 5 because to me personally, the new maps, the new items, and the new survivors have been cool enough to the point where it's like kind of skewing my opinion. But yeah, the game is in a really shit spot right now. The charge laser, yeah, dude. Once you started charging that shit, you like doubled your DPS. It was insane, man. You were fucking pumping, and I felt like I was a useless piece of shit because I couldn't crit.
expansion itself, I would say like probably maybe like a 2 or a 3. But the state of the game, I don't think is what it should be at all.
I think it's important
Word.
to separate the update and the DLC a little bit.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a
because,
great
like,
DLC, but the game
the
is not in a
DLC
good
to me
spot.
is intention of content or like the content behind whatever, but the update is just to me just the bugs and the
Yeah.
mechanic, the game flow, like how everything is
Right. So
combined. Like I said, I would still put a 1, but I think it's important to have them be.
I'd
distinct
still
anyway.
put a 1, this guy says.
what would you all say is the most egregious if you had to pin? Or let's not say the most because that pigeonholes too much. Like the top 3 biggest issues that you guys have noticed playing the game.
Number 1, elite spawn rate. Number 2 and 3, I don't really think anything matters as much as that. The elite spawn rate is so egregious that it just ruins the entire game flow of the game right now.
Well, this one hasn't affected me, but
Yeah.
for the
I know which
co-op
one.
update, plugging in a second controller permanently deleting your save data.
What the fuck?
I don't think it really gets.
Wait, did he just say? Did I just hear that correctly? If you want to play split screen with someone locally, if you plug in 2 controllers, your entire save file is wiped. That is insane, dude. What the fuck? Wait, that's actually fucking crazy, dude. I feel like grateful now because we haven't like experienced any bugs. We've just seen all the shitty code and gameplay errors, man. That's all we've seen.
It's worse
It's-
than that.
I think it's only if you have 40 or more hours too. So only if you have something to lose.
Wait, what? You're telling me this bug is locked behind how many hours you have as well? What kind of shit coding is that, man? Dude, that's awful. What? It's like it'll go through and check, be like, you're under 40 hours, you're good. Your save file's not getting wiped. Over 40? Oh, your save file's wiped. What the fuck?
What a
That's
weird-
Is
insane.
that real?
Yeah, that's real,
Actually, is
actually.
playtime dependent.
That's real.
What the fuck?
Your free trial
With-
expires, Claptrap just kind of pops up and says, "Sorry, we gotta delete your game." And
Dude,
Jesus.
Obviously,
Holy
console,
That feels
shit.
deliberate.
Yeah,
Maybe the
I mean,
test has
obviously,
more than 40 hours, so.
Right. Well, I meant the question
Console-
more
That's
so in
insane.
terms of like the scope of things. Like, can you identify key areas like the pacing or the enemy variety or the enemy?
Yeah, hold on. I feel bad. I'm covering his hold on. Whoops. I feel bad because I'm covering his cam. Alright, there we go. That's better. I didn't even think about that. Whoops, continue.
Attacks or like stuff like that, because we all know there's bugs, right? We know there's tons of bugs
Yes.
going on. You could pick literally any
I've
category
heard.
of the game, and there's a bug. For
I've
it.
heard
And
that
going
there's
on
big-
right now.
that there's been
Unfortunately, It is
bugs.
that widespread. So more in terms of like, is it the overall pacing of the game is messed up now, or
Yes,
is it the overall
it is.
just like the feeling because of the bugs and other issues compound?
It's the pacing, but that also leads into the feeling because the pacing just entirely fucks up the flow of the game. That it just makes the game feel like it's a new thing. Like this update has completely changed the meta of the game, in my opinion. Because like I remember when I was playing with you, Pantheon, the strat that I normally did doesn't work anymore. So normally what I do is I rush the teleporter, I run around the map, and I find every chest, and then I leave. But when I'm playing with you, we have to start teleporter, and then look for like 2 or 3 chests, and then we just leave instantly. Like the game state has just been fucked recently. It's insane.
Is it the
Like
overall
it's
feeling
changing
of playing,
play.
or is it
It's
like
like
more specific?
It's changing like play
a-
styles. It's
a
insane.
key factor of the game, or is it just like literally the bugs to you guys is ruining everything?
I mean, we can look at the bugs, right? And the bugs are something that you know, made it essentially unplayable. The fact that it takes 30 hours for you to like find every bug and like find a narrow path where you can like traverse through, like carefully tread through each and every run to make sure you don't brick the game. To mostly get it into a somewhat kind of playable state, that's one thing. But I mean, you know, you take the bugs out, the physics are entirely different.
I'm curious what he has to
Like
say
the
about
interactions with
this.
things aren't the way they were because we're taking an entirely different game. It's
Even like going into it and not knowing much about what they actually have changed, I feel like I can get what this guy's saying right now. Like I don't know why, but the game it just does feel different. Like since I've played it, like the last recent time, which was the Survivors of the Void update, it has felt incredibly different.
essentially they redid like they remade Risk of Rain from like whatever the console version is and the PC version, like combined it into this worse version. I mean, they lowered the bar entirely, but
It does feel
I don't even
worse
feel
than
like I'm
normal.
playing Risk of Rain because everything like
Word, I
from
don't
the
feel
ground
that
up is
either.
different.
I agree. It feels like a different port of the game.
It does, yep.
I will say, just because things are different doesn't necessarily mean they're worse. But I do think that most things are just worse. That being said, like, even
That's
commenting
funny
on,
to
like, the
say.
physics
I don't
things,
think
like,
they're worse, but it's worse.
it's so easy to get into a situation that like really fucks up your game. Sorry, like messes up your game. You know, like it's really bad.
Yeah.
Or your run or whatever.
It's not the bugs per se that like we've always had bugs in Risk of Rain. Like Hobby Games was a small dev team. There's always bugs, but there was always that feeling of like, oh, okay, these are bugs. These are completely accidental. We tested it, like small team. They got through. We want to fix it. We want to work with you guys. And now it just feels.
Oh, you're right. What the fuck? Wooly, what the fuck are you doing, man? M1, M2, M4, R, and Q. Oh my god, what is this guy cooking? Holy fuck, bro. Jesus. Wait, yours are as well? What are yours, Pantheon? How about yours, man? Mine's just LB, RB, I mean, like, mine, the controller is like fine, personally. I think controller, like, the scheme works pretty well with how they handle it.
Feels like we don't care that there's bugs. We just wanted your money, and like it feels like an abandoned. Like I feel abandoned by
What
my
the fuck?
game that I
Those are
love.
some weird
And that's
ass
like
controls.
that's what making the game more unplayable for me. It's like constant feeling of just like sadness and like a real cultural change. And like culture is like one of the huge things that I think has made this game so popular. Is like the community is amazing,
True.
and then the community's always been spearheaded by Hobby Games, and now it's just and that's gone now. I don't feel that.
Yeah. And I think a lot of the bugs, like
I
I think
forgot the name of the
vast
old
minority
studio.
of them
Was
are
it
actually from the expansion
Hopo?
itself.
Hopi?
I think most of the
Hippo?
bugs we're experiencing
I can't
are
remember.
from
I know it was
when they
HI.
unified the
I know it was
code base, which is
H
what they were
P
doing. They
P.
spent
Yeah.
like a year doing
Something.
that. That was what
The
they were doing in
dimensional
2023. And
So
like it took them a year to do that, and it's still not looking
Yes.
good. Like they're not going to be able to patch that in a week. There's no way.
right.
And you said like, you know, bugs with Hopu, they felt
Oh,
unintentional
Hopu.
because
Okay.
they were.
Hopu.
But some of these things that like we're experiencing almost feel somewhat intentional because of the code merge. Like we're getting, like I know we've seen probably the posts where it's like, oh, it's not technically like straight up console code, but it is, right? Because they took direct ideas and direct.
Okay, so I think what they're saying here is that okay, I remember that under the old devs, like the OG devs, the indie dev, they definitely had. There's definitely a distinction between the console version and the PC version of this game. Like PC got shit way quicker than console would, and it just felt like there were two versions of the game, right? Because like console would get like a DLC a year after PC. Like I remember that Survivors of the Void just recently came out on console, Like it was like I want to say like towards Christmas last year maybe, which is insane by the way, but I mean, indie company, they got to work with Microsoft and Sony, right? You got to give them like respect in that part. Like they wanted to bring it, they did, and it took them forever, but I mean, that's what happens when you have to work with a big company that isn't like a Steam type of marketplace, you know? But I think what they're saying is that Gearbox took the console version and then they overrid the PC version with the console version is what I'm getting at, I think, and then that just made like a shit ton of bugs for the PC version because they used the console's code. I think that's what they're saying, but I'm not sure.
Like concepts of the way the game worked on console, and they recreated it on PC. And
Okay,
those
yeah.
things aren't working, and those are the things that I would describe.
Hey, shocker, Gearbox. Console code for consoles doesn't work on PC. Shocker, man. Shocker.
As probably more intentional and also like not good.
Right.
Oh, you mean
Much quality.
not intentional but tolerated.
Yeah, whatever. The Randy tweet, whatever.
So yeah, I agree with all of that. 100.
React Andy? Yes, Rylan. Dude, okay. This video, man, is a video on why Risk of Rain 2 is so shit right now. Do you want like a summary of up to now, or are you good? This is weird if I notice my keyboard has a... No, I think that's for blind people. So they know. Give you the lowdown? Alright, I got you, bro. So, there's an insane bug right now where if you're trying to play like local split screen, like couch play, and you plug in a second controller for player 2, your save file gets wiped. But, so that's crazy, right? But guess what? The fucking wipe on your save file only happens if you have 40 hours or more on the game, which is insane, by the way. That's an insane caveat to have. Like, if that thing is there to begin with, why is it even there, you know? You just noticed after 4 years? Okay, that is fucked then. Apparently there's some code with elites where Pantheon just told me that they spawn twice as fast now, and there's twice as many of them when they spawn in, too. And then I think the other thing that they talked about so far was that, so you know how under the old devs, like they're like small indie devs or whatever, they had like two separate versions, like a console version of the game and a PC version of the game. And obviously that was evident enough for when it took them like a year and a half to release Survivors of the Void on console, because like we got Survivors of the Void around Christmas last year. Like it's still a relatively new thing for us, but for PC it's not, right? Well, I guess I'm a part of PC now, but you know what I mean. But Gearbox, when they took over, you know, Gearbox, like EA subsidiary, guys that worked on Borderlands, they're the king of fumbles, man. They went from Borderlands 2, one of the best games ever, to pre-sequel to 3, two like completely mid-shit games. Honestly, pre-sequel wasn't that bad, but 3 was kind of shit in my own opinion. But anyways, that's besides the point. Gearbox took the console version and then tried to bring it to the PC version. And they thought there wouldn't be any problems, and now there's just a shit ton of bugs. That's where we're at right now. You like 3? Yeah, it's 3's good, don't get me wrong. Like 3's fine, but like when you compare it to 2, you're just like, if you've played 2 before, I think you said you haven't played 2, but like 2 is just so much better than 3 that you can't help but notice the flaws in 3 and how shit it actually is. But that's where we're at so far. These guys are all like Risk of Rain 2 people that are talking about the game right now. There's like 5 of them or some shit, and they all know what they're talking about. Like they've been playing this game like nonstop for years, bro. So I'll believe these guys, you know. But I was just curious on the why the game was so shit, and here they are. I'm learning, baby.
100%. It's very obvious that the game is just fundamentally different now. It's not cope. Like you load up in a run, you're like, what the heck just
Yes,
happened? It's like,
exactly.
I've said that. Unironically,
I'm dying so much more. It's insane.
I've said that like 10 times the past 2 streams or something.
Legit
like
same.
I don't even know what just happened there. I'll be honest. Someone clipped that. I got to go back and watch it. And it's
Yeah,
just.
I'll just
it's very
randomly die and I
frustrating.
don't
But
even
for
know
me,
what happened.
I think a huge portion as well was not seeing Gearbox take the risk and do vanilla
Oh my god, what did he just say? Take the risk, like Risk of Rain? Oh my god, no way.
balance changes, because I think while Hopu obviously created the game that we know and love,
Hopu,
there were
okay,
a
that's
ton
what
of
it-
things
that's what
as
it
you
is,
play
okay.
more and more of the game, you're like, I wish that was slightly different. I think we probably all agree the early game is pretty dang slow. Like stage 1 especially, but even stage 2 sometimes, it's like you will literally just sit there upwards of like 90 seconds sometimes, just nothing is happening. You're
Yes. That is how I remember Risk of Rain being. In stage 1, you were weak, but there was like nothing. Like you struggled to get chests unless you got to the teleporter event because there were just no mobs spawning. But now it feels like there's constantly mobs on your ass no matter what. Like it's completely different. The start of the game is completely different. Normally you'd run around, find every chest, and then leave. But now you just like instantly leave. Elite stage 1, yes, exactly. There used to be like no elites in stage 1. But now there are, and it's insane. Like in stage 1, you used to see like maybe like 2, 3 elites, and then just be like, oh shit, like there's elites here, like we gotta focus them down. But now it's just like, oh man, another elite, whatever.
just hurry up, like do something, like stuff like that, right? And then we can talk about balance changes of items, greens and yellow items especially. Like, dude, holy crap, give us something. I'm
There's
pretty
balance
disappointed in that
changes?
regard as well. But it's mainly like the pacing stuff, I would imagine.
Yeah. Pacing
not imagine,
sucks
but
dick now.
For me, that's the main stuff that I was kind of disappointed with. Was like, yeah, I knew there was gonna be bugs and there was gonna be issues and stuff, but like, dude, no changes whatsoever. Like to the core.
Oh
stuff?
really?
Like,
They didn't
did
change
just not
anything at
want to
all?
do it, or-
Oh shit.
I don't know.
Well,
Man.
That's insane.
I, for one, I'm happy they didn't touch any balance things because, like, there are some things I agree with you that could be changed in the base game, but considering the new items we've gotten and just the balance on those alone,
The new
I do
items are
not
fun.
Trust them to go back.
I don't think they know how.
Okay, the new items are fun, but a couple of them seem a little broken, I'm not gonna lie. Like, that one, I know that one item, it's like a green, I think, an uncommon, it's called like Reaper's Scythe or something. It gives you crit chance and healing on crit. Like, that is too broken, right? Like, if I feel like if that was an item created by the previous devs, it'd only be the healing on crit. It isn't new, really? Oh shit, really? Wait, what? It was? Reaper's Scythe isn't new? Really? No, wait, hold on. I actually didn't know. I actually didn't know it was new. I've never seen that item until now. Really? Huh. I've never seen that item until now. Like, no cap, no joke. I'm not kidding. I've never seen that item. When did they add it? I'm actually curious. When did they add it? I need to look this shit up on my phone real quick. I need to look it up right now. When was Reaper's Scythe added? ROR2. Oh, Harvester's Scythe. I don't know. I've never seen it before. When I did the switch from when I was on console, I'd never seen it in my life. But then when I played it on PC, that was the first time I've ever saw it. Like, no joke. I don't know if under the old devs, like maybe it was I don't know. Maybe I just didn't unlock it. I don't know, but it seems too good. I don't know. But hey, maybe that's just me being a dumbass and not knowing it was in the game. But anyways, I digress.
Yeah.
Some of the new items are really
Lock
strong.
Everything up about Risk of Rain in a box and just like keep it as far away from.
It's not like a wanting.
It was new to me, so technically it's a
not
new
like
item.
Not wanting them to change it, it's not trusting them to change it.
Yeah.
So
I think we're talking about like a utopian game, right?
Yeah,
Like
that's
where it's
true.
like, oh, like if we had the perfect team to work on it, like look how they understand the balance. But to me, clearly they don't understand the balance of the game by the actual intentional changes they made with the DLC at all.
Yeah, you look at the
And
DLC.
here's what we
and
wanna
you look at
learn,
all
like,
the
what did they
items,
actually do with the
and there's
DLC?
this thing called like a gameplay loop, right? They teach it in game dev school and all that stuff.
All right, this guy seems like a
where
legit pro.
ideally You were supposed
Wait,
to be
game
getting
dev?
this sort of feedback loop.
Brown, what are your thoughts on this matter?
In a short term
As a
and
game
long
dev
term.
yourself.
You find items like shuriken, and you kind of get that dopamine kicking in, right? It's like, oh,
Shuriken's
this is a
goated.
cool item.
I love
can combine it with
shuriken.
other things, and it kind of builds on, and it makes you want to go back into another run and find that item again and try it with something else. All of these new DLC
Word.
items just feel like they, I don't know, asked AI to come up with 30 items. Like Dan, you do all those like AI generated item videos. It literally feels like I'm playing with stuff like that. I have no
Yeah,
idea what I'm
I-
even looking at
I'd
with some of
agree.
this stuff.
That's
And
insane.
and
Okay,
I
hold on.
feel
Let me
nothing.
even see. Hold on. Let me see real quick. Um, what is this patch even called? It's not Survivors of the Void. What is it called? This DLC. What is it? I actually forgot what the DLC was called. New Risk of. Okay, there we go. Seekers of the Storm. Okay. Seekers of the Storm. New items. Here we go. Uh. Okay, that doesn't even show what I want to see, bro. Here we go. Seekers of the Storm. 6 environments, 3 survivors, yep. Skins, okay. 4 monsters, shrines. Okay, here we go. Knockback Fin. This item has always seemed kind of meh to me. Like, if you're playing a melee character. Here, hold on. I wish it showed, like, fucking, the descriptions underneath, but. If you're playing a melee character, I feel like you just never want to take this shit. Like, you need to stay on top of people when you're a melee character, and this just knocks people back if you hit them with your primary. I guess it could be useful on some people, maybe like railgunner. I guess if you shoot them with your non-scoped ability, like you can shove them like it's like a get back, you know. But that item seems fine to me. Um, Lantern. I think this is damage when you're lower on HP. I picked that item up quite a bit. I know what that does. I think this item's fine too. Antler Shield. This is the reflection, I believe. Um, Oh, it's a chance to. Oh, it's knock up, not knock back. Oh, okay. My bad. I guess Hey, reading, baby. Antler Shield. I don't know the actual numbers on this item, but this one seems kind of strong. I'm not gonna lie. This seems like insanely strong, right? We got 55% chance to reflect 10 damage. I guess it's just like another. It's just like common razor wire, pretty much, but it has a lower chance to proc. I guess, but the base chance is 50%. Oh, wait, what? So it starts at 50 and then it goes up to 55, 60. Okay, that's insane. All right. Maybe you started off at a lower value. That seems kind of crazy, actually. Chronic expansion? Oh, hell no. This item sounds sus as fuck, bro. Oh, no. This one seems okay. You kill 4 people, then you get 6% increased damage. That's not terribly game breaking. But is 6% like flat increased damage like too good? I don't know. On damage taken, 50% is dealt immediately while the others. Okay, this one seems insane. Like why do we need more burst survivability? Okay, I'd always wonder what this one did whenever I picked it up because like it didn't do a good job of explaining it. I thought it meant that it split damage between like players if you're playing online or some shit. I was like, okay, that doesn't seem too bad, but this seems stupid. Like, why do we need this? We have we have the fucking bubble that just like breaks upon taking damage and negates all the damage. We have corrupted teddy bear, which negates damage, and now we have warped echo, which pretty much gives you just 50% of the damage, and then you just have a chance to heal it up over the course of the next 3 seconds. Like, why do we need another one of those? There's already enough burst survivability in the game. Oh my god, dude, this fucking ad is insane. Oh, I remember this one. Nearby enemies stacks of bleed. Enemies already inflicted with 1 more, add 1 plus. Okay, that just seems insane. Is not affected by luck. Gotcha. But why do we need more ways to stack up bleed? Like, try Tip's dagger, I feel like, was the only source of bleed you need in the game. Like, instead of adding these items that do the same thing, just in a different way, why don't you just create a new item? or just like not make new items at all, you know? Is that an insane ask? Okay, this one's cool, but okay, I'm not gonna lie, dude. This item is broken as fuck. This item is so fucking broken, dude. Like, if you have two of these, you open one chest and you get 3 items from it. This item is so fucking ridiculous. Every time I pick this item, every time I see this item, I'm just like, okay, like I just have to pick this shit up because like it's so good, you know? This item is fucking insane, dude. I don't know what kind of crack they were smoking when they made this shit, but whoever made it, I need some of that shit they were on because this thing is absurdly fucking broken. It should not be an uncommon. This should be like a legendary item, man. This thing is crazy, man. Like who in their right mind thought that this would be healthy for the game? Like every time you see this item, you take it because it has like the earlier you get it, the more exponential value it has, which is insane. Like if you get this shit on stage 1, like you're just set, dude. Like you just have infinite items, bro. It's crazy. Plus if you get more of them, oh, chance stall. We know what chance stall does. This just makes it so you have a higher chance of hitting from the gambling shrine. I think chance stall is fine. It's a little niche in its usage, but I mean, other than that, I think it seems fine. But again, why have an item that only does one thing, right? Like, yeah, Sail Star does one thing, but it has like the potential to give you more than one thing, you know? Because like you stack them and then you get more items. You stack this, what do you get? A higher chance, and then the max you can get from a shrine is always 2. So the value of this is kind of just shit. I'm not gonna lie, but I guess it's in the game, right? Oh, this item feels like it's so shit on most people. Like unless you're playing Railgunner, this item is just like one of the worst things you can possibly get on your character. Yes, dude, you get 4 legendary items if you have 3 sales stars, which is insane. But this item, I don't like this item at all. I think that this item has no purpose being in the game. This item's incredibly shit. If you're playing. Oh shit, you're right. My bad. I read it the wrong way. I thought it was primary charges secondary, but secondary charges primary. Okay, my bad. Yeah. I read it the wrong way, but still. But if you say it doesn't even work on Railgunner, then it's even more shit, right? Like, okay, let's say I get this on Commando, right? If I hold down my RT, I'm shooting people for 30 damage at most. But then I use my shotgun blast, and then my fucking blast will do roughly like 75 damage on my first shot. Like, dude, that sucks dick. Like, why would I want to use this on Commando? If I get this on Commando, I'm just like, oh man, like I need to scrap this shit right away, dude. You know? It's so stupid. I don't know. Like, it's good on False Sun. I haven't played him or seen his abilities, so I don't know about that. But like, adding items that are only good on a few of the characters just feels so bad. Okay, I've seen Prayer Beads. I know what it does, but I don't know what it does. You know? Of players on removal. Okay, this item is just stupid. It's like if you get rid of the item, you get stats. Okay, that's just stupid. Why have an item that his purpose is to get rid of it? That seems stupid. This item, okay, dude. This item, I swear to God, is like this thing just tries to sabotage you. I remember I was playing, I think 2 days ago. I had this item and we're in the void, and I'm getting damage ticked in the void. I'm like 5 feet away from the next fucking thing. I'm about to activate it. Boom. It teleports me backwards like 500 feet and below a cliff, and I have to climb back up the cliff to get to where I need to go, and I just die because of it. I actually want to go through and find that clip again in my VOD because it was really funny, but I was being a whiny little bitch about it because, I mean, I should be a whiny little bitch about it. Why does it activate off environmental damage? Like, if I'm not taking damage from a hostile entity, why do I want this shit to ever be used, you know? Like, let's just say I jump off a cliff really high, I'm on 1 HP, this thing teleports me to a random place, and then it's on cooldown for 2 minutes, and I can't use it again. Okay, why would I ever want that item? Another shit item. I've never seen this. It will always drop an item. All these of dropping an item. Okay. Again, another. I think items that give you a chance of getting more items are stupid. With Sales Star, we saw how incredibly OP that thing was. This thing is also incredibly OP. Items that can drop you items are broken. That's that. That's the end of that. Like, they're broken. Okay, Growth Nectar. 5 unique buffs. I don't even know how you can get 5 unique buffs reliably unless you're just like stacked out the wazoo with items. Okay, that seems pretty shit. Oh, I got. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, this thing is so shit. This thing is so shit for the game. This thing is so shit for the game. Wait, it only has a chance. Oh, okay. But when we were playing, I had 2 of them, and I don't know if I got incredibly lucky, but the first 3 times I opened a chest before we died, it's like I used it 3 times, and I got 3 items all 3 times. I don't know if it's bugged or if I just got lucky, but that was stupid. Like, that shouldn't be allowed. Anyways, this item. This item is so incredibly fucking broken. This item was so broken when I got it. I remember I was playing Commando. There was an elite in front of me, and I was shooting at him for like 5 minutes straight, and he could not move because of this item. He was stunned for the entirety of those 5 minutes that I was shooting my fucking pellet gun at him. Like, I was breathing air on this guy, and he was just sitting there taking it like a good boy because of this item. He could not move because this shit just kept proccing and hitting him. This item is so broken. Okay, next. What do we have next? Runic Lens. Overspill. Wait, what? 5% chance on hit to summon a meteor, dealing 2,000% damage. Plus 50 per 100 damage. Okay. So you just have one-shot Boogaloo the item. I've never seen it, so I can't speak on if it's broken or not. War Bonds. It was 75 gold based on current and this survival's level. Okay, this item's just stupid. Fuck this item. Why is this in the game? Why is this still in the fucking game, man? This is like the like, if I want a legendary item, I want it to be exciting. You know? Just surprised when a legendary item's busted. I mean, most of the legendary items, like, even in the legendary items, there's a couple that are shitters, man. Like, you have to have it be balanced to where there's shitters and then busted ones. Like, this one's a shitter, but I think this one also just has no place in the game. Because if I want a legendary item, why would I ever pick this shit up? You know? If I open the legendary chest with, was it like 3,000 gold maybe for on the fire map, and I get this shit, I'd probably just stop my run. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'd probably stop my run. Like, this shit would be so ass to get. Why would I want this to be able to buy fucking whatchamacallit, to buy more chests when I could just have Sales Star and get more items from a single chest? Anyways, let's look at it. Let's look at all the items again. So there's 16 new items. How many of them are broken? I'd say that's pretty broken. I don't even remember what some of these do. Let's just say 5 of them are broken and the rest are matter shit. Okay, cool. So most of the things that they added are either incredibly broken or incredibly shit. Gotcha. Sure.
Towards them,
Gotcha.
What were they thinking?
Yeah.
I do,
Did this guy just call you piss? I'm gonna start doing that. Alright, bro. Chill out, buddy. Chill out.
I want to talk about.
Whoa, hold on. I got to stop right there. Sales Star, guys. Come on, Sales Star.
I like Sales Star.
I like Sales Star.
Okay, good. All right, we can
Yeah,
all
but
agree.
like a broken clock's right twice a day, right? Like,
Boom. Did you just hear that? Sales Star broken. Sales Star King. What'd I say? I said Sales Star was broken. Is it cool? Yes. Is it broken? Yes. Does it belong in the game? It's debatable.
you're gonna get one stick eventually.
Oh, right.
And you have like there's the red that gives you just
True.
3 chests worth of loot in the same tier as the red that gives
Yo,
you
it's not 3 chests.
items on
You know what the
killing
best part
enemies.
is?
It turns on sacrifice.
I
Like,
got-
how are they the same?
Dude, I got that item today, stage 1 from the Halcyon Shrine, which that thing. We
Holy.
can talk about that. Like that thing.
Okay. The Halcyon Shrine is insane. That thing is insane. If you fully charge that thing up, you get what? A selection of 5 items. You get to pick 3 if you fully charge it. I opened it once and then there's just 2 legendary items chilling in it. Like how is that not just like the most insane thing ever? Like why would you never hit up a Halcyon Shrine? Why would you never hit that shit up?
Oh my gosh, the thing makes me mad. I got the war bonds. It's not 3 chests worth of gold. You would think they just literally took the Gore's Tome formula and just put it on the war
heard a
bonds. That's not
fart.
what it is. It's
Is it worse?
It's like barely under 3 chests, but it's not exactly 3 chests worth of gold.
Oh, he's talking about how
It's
shit
so
Warbond
nice.
is too.
Broken sometimes. Like you just get 0 gold some stages.
Oh wow, so it's even just like it
Anyway,
doesn't
I'm
work
sorry.
correctly. Insane.
I don't know.
I want to mention.
Yeah, the
something
elite
about
is
the
kinda
items real
difficult
quick. My
at the end.
personal opinion
Yes,
about it.
that's true.
Of the item balance and the things. Something that's really important to me is the ratio of categories and synergies that existed within the game before. I think it's
Okay.
something that new players or players with
Yes,
not really a
item
ton of playtime
synergize,
really
okay.
know about, but all we do, right? There is an expectation that throughout a run you'll get a certain percentage of speed, damage, things that synergize
Yeah.
together, AoE, etc., single target. And
Look at this
really
guy.
none of
He's
the
getting
new items
cracked items, bro.
really have any of those, right?
Yes.
So we have less.
If you go back and look through all of those items again, they have like such weird niche effects. Like, I think the only things that I can think of that would work together is maybe antler and thorns, because like with the split, the echo, what you would call it, I can't remember the name. Like those 3 can work together, because like you get hit, you reduce the damage of it, you reflect back some of the damage, and you can inflict bleed on them. Like those 3 can work together, but the rest, none of that shit works, bro. Like if you're reading all that shit, like you're just like, okay, so this thing just works on its own with nothing else. I get that. I get what this guy's saying. This guy must become the shit factory. All right, bro.
Less speed available. We have less damage available.
Uh-huh.
We have less healing available in our.
Yes. Because the pool is becoming so much more oversaturated, we have a less % chance of getting these necessary items like speed and healing. You don't need damage, you need speed and healing, right? Because if you're dying, you're not dealing damage. 5 ahead. So at the end of the day, healing and speed items equal damage, because you can deal more damage because you live longer.
Runs. So that's just something.
And
that
not
makes
and having
the-
a chance of
the
getting them
general
less
gameplay loop
is
a little bit more
insane.
difficult and less
Yes.
fun.
Yes.
Because we don't have
Yes.
synergies. Like if you think about
Yes.
using Flurry on Huntress, it's hard to now because you have less crit in the run.
Yep.
For example,
Yep.
if you think about getting an ignition tank, you
Or
have less
Commando,
chance
too.
of getting gas.
This
You
guy's
have
cooking.
all
I
of
like
these
this guy. Guy in the
synergies that
middle.
are just gone,
This guy's cooking.
And all of the new items that they added have really no synergy with anything else.
Yes, except for the 3 I
So they're
mentioned.
just kind of
They have a
there.
synergy with,
Yeah,
with
but
each other, kind of.
Antler
regardless
shield.
of like regardless of like the quality of the items, which I think is kind of low. I think that's kind of a big problem for like the general loop.
Yeah, I mean, if you look back at Survivors of the Void, Hopu managed that very well because they did.
They
a couple
did.
Things. First of all,
Stars of the
items
Void was very
are
fun.
just
Correct.
a genius concept.
They
in
are.
general because you can add items
they're very
into
great.
the item pool that are. You can add items without it diluting the item pool. It's a
Yes.
replacement for an item. It's not like an additional thing you can get.
It's
they
an
also
evolution
added
of an
items
item.
like shipping request form or regen scrap that'll let you get other items. So it's not
Yep.
like really that egregious to the
Yep,
loot
yep,
pool.
yep.
It's adding more into it. And though they would
Okay, this is like not related to what he's talking about right now, but I just want to say, of all the runs I've done, I think I've maybe since I've gotten back into the game, I've done like 12-ish over the course of my streams. I want to say, I have never found an ATG missile launcher ever. I've never found one, which is insane. There's like an uncommon item that I just have not seen yet, which is fucking crazy to me. But okay, I'll let him continue.
would also do stuff like Mocha, where it's like attack speed and movement speed, so
Yep.
you're not running into the problem of now I just don't find energy drinks and goat hooves anymore. You can still
Yeah, not to
have some options,
touch on
right?
like credit card and the tricorn, like they found ways to give you more items to try and keep that balance there.
Yeah, they did.
Than just dilute the pool.
Word.
Right. Yeah, I think that those are all excellent points. The items, like, yeah, there's like Sail Star, Like the
Broken.
Gollum doll is like okay, I guess. Like it's like all right, cool. I sometimes pop a red out, you know. Woo! But yeah, most of the things don't actually have any
Chance
real
style is meh.
synergies, and
It's a
they're
boring
just
item.
not really fun either. Like Luminous Shot, I was playing with it earlier, and it just doesn't feel good. I had 6 stats.
What did I say about that item? It works on basically no one. If you're playing Commando, if you're playing Huntress, you do not ever want to see that item. Luminous Shot is so shit on the characters that rely on attack speed. Is so shit on them, it's insane.
Stacks of it on stage 2. Like imagine any other like decent green item at 6 stacks on stage 2. You're like you're
The run
seeing
would
it
be
all the
over.
time. You're like, dang, gore
The run
storms
would
are
be
flying
over.
out everywhere. Like ATG's doing 1 billion damage. Ukulele brrr, is like chaining the whole screen, and I could hardly tell what it was doing. You know, it's like it's kind of disappointing.
Word, brother.
And then on top of that, you compound the frustration with the bugs. Obviously, like there are so, and we can dive now into details
Okay,
on
this
that stuff.
is
'cause
what
there
I
are
wanna
some
hear.
Pretty
I wanna
egregious
hear-
ones that
I wanna
just
hear this shit.
totally ruin the flow. But again, what I was saying about the vanilla changes, like, yeah, I understand. Like, they clearly demonstrated that they don't understand the game that well. So maybe it was the best that they didn't touch vanilla stuff at all. But for me, it's like
Thank
going
God,
back
right?
again,
Thank God they
having
didn't
to
touch
deal
it.
with. I know stage 1 is going to take. Like, there's going to be at least, like, 2 minutes almost of standing around waiting for stuff to happen. Like, I'm just desperately looking for barrels. Like, maybe that's more of, like, you know, we play a lot of the game, right?
I
We
think
all
that
have
was kinda
thousands of
normal
hours on the game. Probably
base
cumulative in this
game.
call, like, 20K hours.
That was just
25K
console
hours,
version.
who
More.
knows?
Easy,
More.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More.
So, a lot of it is that. But at the same time, it's
These
like, come
guys,
on, like,
man.
I wanted some breath of fresh air, and we got, like, nothing. We got literally nothing with the DLC in terms of, like,
Well,
rejuvenation.
speaking on bugs and also the pacing,
The maps are
probably
cool,
the
music's
massive
cool.
elephant in the room is the FPS being linked to
Yeah.
absolutely
Delta
everything.
time, baby,
Like
let's
if you
go.
want, if you want it to be faster on stage 1, just turn the FPS up, done cap,
What the
and more
fuck?
enemies spawn. Like that's
Yeah,
how that
yeah.
works.
Wait, what the fuck?
It's overwhelming. Just turn it down.
FPS affects enemy spawn rate? That is insane. What?
Later, and
The
it becomes
single
easier.
most baffling. How did that happen? Like, I'm
It's
like,
insane.
that's you don't even have to be a programmer to understand. Like, that's just terrible design.
It is. That is
Like, I'm
terrible
pretty sure
design.
Valve has
Ended up
articles
happening.
detailing on why you should never, ever, ever do that. Back in like Half-Life 1 era, like, dude, like everybody knows
Crazy.
you're not supposed to do that.
It's the first thing they teach you.
Destiny 2 found
Literally
out.
the first thing. Like
Destiny 2
lesson number
found out.
one, they teach you, and they tried to make their own delta time form, like to keep it outside of like frame rate. It just didn't work, and obviously, as we can tell, they shipped out a product that they knew was bugged, knew didn't work, because otherwise they would have tested it and seen, oh my god, this is terrible, and tried to fix it, and said it'll be out in 7 days.
Word to that,
See, here's the thing
bro.
though. Like, do you genuinely think that they knew that, or do you think that it was a lack of QA and people experience with the actual? Because it's clear that they don't really understand the game either.
They
People-
don't.
No offense. I'm not trying
No,
to be
they
rude,
do
but
not.
it's clear, right? Based on everything that's happened in the DLC thus far. So
But yeah,
I think it might have just been negligent, straight up. Like, they
Probably.
Were just, it's fine. It'll be fine.
There is no way. You can take a dummy with 2 seconds and they can find out something is not right. I mean,
Yes, look at me for instance, man. I felt like something was wrong with the game the very first run I had. And guess what? I was right. There was something wrong. I was like, this game feels completely different to what I used to remember. And lo and behold, here we are. He said a dummy could figure out in 2 seconds, and I figured it out in 2 seconds. That's all I gotta say. Hey, you guys know I'm a fucking dumbass. So hey, this guy's right. This guy's right.
most of the QA is language. It's making sure, okay, is a translation working well? Is this making sense to the people in China? Is this making sense to the people in Brazil? Outside of that, though, they probably knew this was a shit show. I mean, they had to record gameplay footage for these trailers so that we can see what's going on. They knew it's not working. And,
Yeah.
I mean,
They know it's
I
not
hope
working.
I mean,
Filthy gearbox. They know they're
my
not doing anything
hypothesis,
right.
I don't know what's true, what's not true. Is that what we see as hope, or as the Gearbox Studios working on Risk of Rain 2? I don't know how much longer they're being funded to. Are they being reallocated to something else? But are they just
That's
shipping out a
that'd be
product,
interesting to
selling it
know.
off, and
Yo, welcome back.
moving on? Because
Right, and that's one
mean,
thing is
it's-
like whenever people ask in my community, I always say like I highly doubt they bought the entire Risk of Rain IP just to make DLC for this game, right? Like,
Hope-
surely
Hey, hopefully not, right? Hopefully they do more for this game. Updates, more DLCs. There's as much as I hate to say it, there's probably going to be a Risk of Rain 3. Knowing Gearbox, there's definitely going to be a Risk of Rain 3. I hope there isn't. I hope they just keep adding to Risk of Rain 2, but there's definitely going to be a Risk of Rain 3. It's fucking Gearbox and EA, man. There's going to be a Risk of Rain 3.
They must be doing is like not what's it called, Hostile Worlds. Like maybe aside from that as well. Like
They probably have
surely,
one
right?
team
They're
working on
doing something,
RR2
right?
and then one team working on a
I
sequel.
think we're not talking about Gearbox. We're talking about Take Two
Yeah.
slash
Yeah,
Embrace.
so that's when we get into the acquisition. Well, you're aware that Gearbox
Yes.
was bought out earlier in the year, right?
They
Yeah.
were.
So like that's
Yep.
the thing though, because like I think back in November, Gearbox could have had whatever plans for the game, right? They could have been like, we want to do all these big things with it, and then Take Two is their new boss, and it's like, I don't care what plans you have.
Is Take-Two
Get
EA?
rid of it.
Was I
You
just
ship in
saying
6
fucking...
days. And Gearbox is.
Was I just saying
absolutely like,
bullshit?
okay. Like it's not their decision at that point.
And we don't
Well, it's
know
really
if they're
clear.
gonna
Hold on.
keep the game going
Yeah.
Right.
or not.
Like it's really clear that there's a disconnect between
Oh,
the
shit,
people that
alright.
made. Like, you look at the people that did like again. I keep
Oh,
talking about artwork. But it's only
Take-Two
good
does
thing to talk
2K.
about
Oh, they're
better
even
things
worse
to
than
be up there.
EA. Oh my
Look at the
god.
people that made like the artwork and the stages and the music.
RO3
this and stuff,
featuring
these people
crypto
have so much
scams and
passion for so much for the
microtransactions.
game. They
Word.
they love the game, and you can tell there's a huge.
Yes. The stages in the music has been insane that they've added. Best part of the DLC, in my opinion, by far. Items, whatever. Gameplay, absolutely fucking dog shit. But the music and the stages, banger. Maybe even
disconnect between
NFTs.
them
Yeah.
and whoever is forcing the game to be released. Like,
Yeah,
there's
the
a massive
stages are the
disconnect there.
best part. I actually
They are.
genuinely love
Yeah.
the stages. They're really good.
Yeah, they're all beautiful.
If it was just a map
Amazing.
pack, I would
The
love
fire
it.
lava hell
Map
looks
pack
cool,
and
but I don't
music
like the,
skins, just
the
ship
layout's
them.
too confusing.
Sell that for $10. I'd rather have that than $15
Yeah.
for all the other content changes.
I
For
think
So that
they-
like the skins and the stages like look way good, and you can
I
get
haven't
rid
seen
of
the
everything
skins
else, and people would have been happy with it probably. So
It would've been
Probably.
just
All
mostly
artists.
positive. Kind of weird. We're only getting this, but whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
I think they have a lot of artists and not enough programmers.
Yeah, maybe.
But now,
Maybe they
it's
do.
all
At this
about the
point in
programming
time.
crisis, but
I mean, artists' job is done at this point, though. Like,
you could take
True.
one person
Exclusively need
overseas and tell them
programmers.
to do the job of one, like 4 people overseas. You can pay them the same price.
Like as soon as the DLC is released, the artists are just done. So I get what they're saying. Like if you have more artists than programmers, obviously you're gonna have a problem with the game. Like when it's actually released, but going up to it, you won't have any problems, right? But bug fixes, all that will be way harder.
Price is someone next door. That's how it is. There's no communication. Everything's a mess.
Right.
That's the programming world as we see it now.
Programming world's hell on earth. My buddy
ChatGPT.
graduated with that shit, can't get a fucking
Damn.
job.
Go ahead.
I don't know if it's like a viable thing at all, and like I was gonna maybe reach out to some of the contacts that I have, like with Gearbox and stuff, but if
This guy's got
they are
contacts,
testing it,
goddamn.
clearly, and this might be like utopian world that I'm dreaming of, but like let us test it. Like I'm happy to lose my
Word.
time experience playing this on stream with people to get a better game out.
Let the fucking
the
people
game.
that play the game
Right.
test
Oh,
it.
for sure.
play it
Let
for,
let the
like,
big
2
streamers
days,
test it for
and
you.
we'll tell you like
The
we
guys that
have
know what they're
have, like,
talking
a list of,
about.
like 50 bugs. Like we could have
or
saved all of this. Just give it to us.
Yeah.
We'll do it.
Honestly,
Yeah,
if
so
they-
I mean, even if you don't give it to us, if you got one person, just lock them in a fucking hotel or something. Sorry, pardon my language. And just have them do nothing but
What's this
play
guy
this
cooking?
game. And, or take one of us, throw us over, pay for it or something. I don't know. I mean, get someone who's actually going to be dedicated to the game to be a QA tester and just watch what they're doing. Just see on screen what's going on. What are
Well-
they pointing out? What are they bringing up? Fix it.
True.
Right.
I don't even
mean-
know if it's a QA problem though. Like, because they could have QA testers, but QA, what they do is they just tell the programmers this is a problem, right? Like, and then it's up to the programmers at that point to fix it.
I guess
Like,
that's fair too.
There's so many problems. Like, how do items not have outlines, for example? Like, that is such an obvious problem. Like,
Probably
you
one
don't even
line.
need QA
Right.
for that. You can just see that anytime you
Have
load up the
eyeballs.
game.
There's
Yeah,
no
so
item
you
outlines. I
guys
don't think I've
are-
noticed
I
that.
think we've like talked about them in segment to put it all
Look at
together
that
now.
Gold
Yeah,
Elite.
I
Look at that guy.
believe that the 2K
What the
acquisition.
fuck, man?
Um,
What the
it was
fuck?
2K, right? And they sold from Embracer to 2K, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that
What the
your
fuck
guys
is
are
that
probably
guy's
right.
health?
They had whatever ideas, but then the suits took over essentially and said, "No, you're shipping it this date, bada bing, bada boom, get it done."
That's probably why we saw Hostile World shut down as well.
Yeah,
Correct.
exactly. Yeah,
Hostile
and I
Worlds
think it
was
speaks
that?
volumes, and it's nothing to do about the money, but I think we all were approached in this call about Risk of Rain returns, sponsorships, and whatnot.
Which one
and
returns
we
are?
didn't
I
get
haven't
anything
played
for
that,
this.
but look
And
cool.
It's nothing to do with the money. It's about the optics of they didn't. The way I see it is they didn't trust the product enough to give it to us, and then we're like, wait, what's going on here? You know, and then we tell.
I feel
our
like if you don't
communities,
trust
and
it
then
enough
all
to
of a
give it to
sudden
the
their
major
sales
players in
drop
the
by
community,
however,
that's a
know,
big red
I'm sure
flag.
that was probably what happened. And it shows. I mean, look at the freaking reviews. What are the reviews right now? It's literally negative. Like it's
They're
almost
38,
overwhelmingly
37
at this
now.
point, right? It's dude.
Yeah, it's 30%
Wait, hold on.
for the DLC.
Oh my god.
Overwhelmingly negative with the 32%. Holy fuck. That is insane, dude. Considering the reviews of the base game and Survivors of the Void, that is an insane fall off. That is crazy. Holy.
And the
That's down
cutoff's 25, I
7%,
think. So, and it's going down.
Okay.
So it's probably
All
going to.
right, maybe this shit doesn't take too long. I'll
And
check that
even
out
the
too.
horrendous,
game
yeah.
is down to mixed.
Yeah, that's the
From
sad
an
part.
Wait, hold on, wait.
overwhelmingly
Let me hear it.
even the
Horrendous.
game is down to mixed.
Yeah, that's the sad
Damn! They even review bombed the game down to mix because of it as well. Damn. That's tragic, bro. Fuck.
From an
Sad.
overwhelmingly
That's so sad.
positive, yeah.
From
Yeah.
overwhelming
That one
positive to
hurt me a
mixed,
little
that's
bit.
Like,
insane.
dude,
That's true.
That's
games
That
that
is
have
the
over
game.
100K reviews,
I mean, they're right,
sitting
though.
overwhelmingly positive are so rare. Like Terraria
True.
is a big one that I can think of. Risk of Rain was one of them.
Yep.
Like there's so few and far. Oh, the new Wukong game. I don't know if that'll last, but you know, it's like they're not common at all. So to see that get tanked all the way down,
That
oh,
sucks.
Yeah.
it sucks.
way-
I think,
That does
and
suck.
what we're looking at, right, and I've said it a few times. I know some other people have pointed this out. Is we're seeing Risk of Rain 2 transition over from an indie game to a AAA game, right? AAA game.
Okay. I literally read that comment because someone typed that out, and I think that might just be the problem, right? Like the fucking first time AAA devs, the indie devs, they're the people that care about their games, right? But these AAA giants that have been in the industry for like upwards of like 10 years, they don't give a fuck about products, man. They want to take over beloved IPs and fucking make them the most watered down bullshit ever and just ship them out as fast as possible as a cash grab. They make it hype, make it look good, then you play it and you're just like, wow, this is the biggest piece of shit ever. And that's exactly what Gearbox and Take-Two did to this game, man. That's exactly what they fucking did, right? Like, if you have the old indie devs on this shit, this DLC would have probably been overwhelmingly positive. The game would still be overwhelmingly positive, and everyone would be having a fucking blast playing it. But again, it's fucking corporate overlord taking over, making the game shit, which is not really all that shocking. This game is probably going to turn into a AAA funded nightmare if they make a sequel, and I think that spells bad for the potential future of this IP.
Games have the funding, have your 2Ks that demand releases at random times, and well, I mean, it's less of a passion project. It's less of a group of people
True.
trying to put out something that they call art and turn it into a money bag.
Uh-huh,
People who don't even know
exactly.
what's going on.
Turn it into a money bag.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's
And
the
you got-
simple truth. I think that's all that can be said about it. Unfortunately, right now, I think it's very obvious that the ball is in Gearbox's court.
And they're
we've all
fumbling.
made videos talking
They're
about the
fumbling right
different
now.
States of the game, and I'm sure Gearbox has received tons of bug reports. I sent off a list
They
to
better have.
a contact Gearbox as well. Like they definitely are aware of things. So
And they
the
better
ball's in
fucking
their
fix it
court,
soon.
and it's how fast can they get it done, and can they actually get it done? Like those
They
are the
better
only
get
two
it done.
factors that remain
This,
to be
the
seen
game's
out.
shit right now. They better get it done.
You'll get elites. They just steal your money.
Dude,
True.
The elites are the same tier as Malachite Celestine, right? But they spawn the same frequency as the tier.
Are they feel tanky like that, actually.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
are tanky.
that's what I'm trying to say.
They're
More
insanely tanky.
because they're bugged.
So they're not.
Do they count as tier 2s?
Oh, is he gonna
No,
talk
I
about
don't
this
know,
bug
but-
here?
They're tanky,
they
though,
are
right?
really,
Like, I'm
the
not
elite
crazy. They're
costs are the
definitely
same as
tankier.
art are.
No, they're insanely tanky.
They're
My
I,
understanding, the elite costs
They're
are
insanely
the same
tanky.
as that of.
where's my mouse? What the fuck? I can't see my
Maybe it's
mouse.
probably-
Where the hell is my mouse? Okay, there we go. I feel like the quality just dipped. Okay, I guess maybe it's just him. Okay,
What?
never mind.
The artifact of
Just all the
which
shit
is
on
like
the screen,
3.5.
maybe.
Yeah.
as opposed to 6 times.
Stage
So
of Epic the
yeah,
Musical
on
is
my bad.
released.
So they're essentially borderline half the
Interesting.
cost for Elite.
Yeah.
I'm assuming, if I'm correct, that's after stage 2
Interesting.
that happens.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty brutal.
And they're
Yeah,
also
it-
I
just
was on
straight
it's
up
brutal.
RTD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
I
Golden
was on
Elites,
RTD
the
when
Golden
I
Elites are
like,
game-breakingly
a whole
awful.
lot of the gilded
They
pests
fucking
follow me,
suck
like,
fighting.
I can't kill you. Either I shoot one and lose my money, or I just leave you alone. I can't kill you. Like they're insane.
Mhm.
It's
then
a
you
very
get into
intuitive delete.
tier two,
Yeah, very
yeah.
intuitive enemy. You know, the goal is, hey, don't shoot it. Has a ton of armor. Takes forever, and if you try to kill it, then you just slow your run down even more. It's really
Yep.
cool.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of
And maybe,
unintuitive elite,
I personally think that they need to get rid of the Golden Elites. They are so stupid and unfun to fight. Like, you're sitting there shooting them for like 5 minutes straight and they just don't die. They need to either just completely get rid of them, or they need to make another item to counter them. But guess what? The item pool gets diluted even more if you add another item to counter them.
their other
Yeah, I was
elite
gonna say.
is crazy.
The twisted
So-
one, dude.
Hey, Race,
to
you were
be
talking
clear-
about having more interactive elites and with the mending in the past. Huh?
Oh, for sure.
You can
The
understand what's
Twisted
going on,
Elite
though.
has a giant bubble around it, and if you
Twisted
damage anything, I think it's
I don't think I've seen
specifically
this
the
one
Twisted
yet.
Elite in the bubble. If there's other
Okay.
enemies in the bubble and you shoot
Yeah.
the Twisted Elite, it will shoot a beam at you no matter where you are across map through walls.
What
that
the
does
fuck?
2.5% of your HP per tick. With a
Holy.
0.3 proc coefficient with all the effects of the other elites in the bubble.
What the fuck?
It
It just sounds insane.
If you have AoE or a proc chain, you will die instantly, pretty much no matter what.
What
Unless
the
you have,
fuck?
I guess
I mean,
the
like-
most defense or
Is
whatever.
it shooting the twisted elite? I thought it was shooting the enemies in the bubble. Like you can't
I
shoot
thought it
the
was
other
that too.
enemies in the bubble with it. You can't actually. You can shoot the twisted. Which
Okay,
is what got
well,
me confused.
if
Because I was
you
shooting
have
that. I'm like,
proc
oh, this
chain-
guy is nothing. This bubble does nothing. And then next minute, like
Yeah.
why am I dying across the map? What's happening? Because there's a fire tick going on in a bubble.
Yeah, any proc chain or AoE will kill you if you
Yeah, one will just
shoot
spawn
anywhere
in,
near them.
and
Nice.
then, like the proc chain that's active on the map will just kill you. So there, like you,
That is so
there's
stupid.
Nothing you can do to like prevent it. The only thing you can do is just go and find a scrapper, get rid of literally everything in your build, and pray. I mean, like, or you could just pray. That's it. That's at the end of the day. It's
Or just
it's-
don't kill them. Like you have to just cope and just try to avoid them cross map. But like sometimes that doesn't.
I
work.
guess your ukulele could just
Yeah.
randomly hit it and then it'll fucking kill you.
Yeah, I hadn't
Yeah,
seen
I
those
had
yet.
a drone man Armada. Like
I personally don't think I've seen that elite yet either, but you have though, Pantheon, and I guess you probably have the same feeling that's probably broken as shit. So, insta killed twice. Wow, good game design. You have they added an elite that is the tankiest elite that we've ever seen yet. That wastes all your fucking time. And then we add an elite that does an infinite amount of damage and just kills you if you hit it. Wow, good job, Gearbox. Let's go.
Like
Oh, right.
15
Good
drones
game
or something
design.
on Gilded Coast, and like I literally looked at chat, and I looked back. I'm like, oh, my drones are dead. What happened? Like they just shot at them. It's like they just deleted everything. I'm like, oh, that seems like a really balanced idea that I'm sure is perfectly fine.
Oh man, yeah, that's rough. I hadn't seen them yet. I looped day one. Quite
Okay, I feel like if they're rare though, that just makes you feel like more of a piece of shit when you die to it on one of your god runs, you know? Because you're just like, oh man, if I didn't get so unlucky, I wouldn't have seen this thing anyway. But since I just got unlucky on my one good run, I'm just fucking dead because I found it.
a bit, but I guess I just got unlucky. Or lucky in this case.
I got lucky too.
and encountered them yet.
I got unlucky. I got
Alright,
lucky
so
too.
we've covered, I think, like the big over issues here.
20 plus crowbars. Oh yeah, you're just
Trying to end
fucked.
it on a semi-positive note. We don't have to be done talking, but just for recording purposes, I think it'd be good to like wrap things up here with a nice little bow tie. Is there anything
They do not wrap things up,
positive, like,
spoiler.
any potential outcome that you're like, okay, if we fix like, of course, the major bugs and fix like obvious balance, stupid stuff like Twisted Elise being stupid. Is there any hope? Like, say they fix all the crashing related bugs.
Is there any hope for this DLC? Is there hope? I think there is hope, but there needs to be a lot done. They need to really nerf the golden elites. They need to really nerf the twisted elites, from what I've heard. They need to. Oh God, the items, man. Some of these new items that they add are just shit, and like, how can you fix these items just being shit? Like, kill 4 enemies in rapid succession, get more damage. How can you make that effect better? Because sometimes you're not even fighting 4 enemies at once. Sometimes you're just fucking fighting a golden elite for like 50,000 seconds, and you're not getting the value of that either. They also need to add a nude hunter skin. That would save the DLC. Actually, scrap everything else. That would save the DLC. You're right.
The invincibility bug, and then they nerf like twisted elites and some other egregious things.
Yep, nerf them.
Do you guys
yep.
have any optimist what am I looking for?
Personally, I think if they make all that right, the DLC could go from like a 5 to a 7, maybe 7.5. But I still think that with the way the game is right now, it's kind of just yikes, like kind of shit, you know.
Do you have optimism?
Optimistic thoughts.
Optimistic
I
thoughts.
think-
Thank you.
I think it's pretty hard to ask any of us to be optimistic anymore after the
For
year
real.
of trying to be optimistic and like defending Gearbox and trying to be positive, and then to be
I hate
sort of be,
Gearbox.
sort of tempted.
I don't
by,
like 'em at all.
Hostile worlds, but okay, like that's just like a phase. That's whatever. And then this comes out, and it's just everything that everyone has been saying to us for the past year is egregiously true. And like I don't think I personally can't be optimistic about it anymore. I'll see.
Fair enough.
What happens, but I
Fair enough,
don't
bro.
feel any optimism to the future at all. I feel defeated with this game.
Yeah.
And that's from a dude that has
Personally,
like upwards of 1,000
I-
hours on the game.
I don't want to be like the negative guy, right? But every time that I've played the DLC, and I've put about like 25 hours into it by now.
God damn.
Every run, like every couple minutes or less than a minute, because the bugs are like pretty constant with like the director bugs or like the character I'm playing or whatever. There's just a bug constantly happening. All of the boss enemies are broken. Everything related to the FPS issues.
This guy's like, I'm
It's
trying
kind of a
not
larger
to be
thing, but
negative,
every
but
single
he's just the
aspect
most
of the game
negative
is
guy
broken
ever on
between
it.
enemy AI and
I'm not trying to be
movement
negative,
and
but
physics and the way
I get it,
items
though.
work
I
and
get
the way
it, though.
characters work. Half of the characters don't work the way they're supposed to.
I'm curious
It's
what they have to
hard.
say about that. Like, what does
Right?
that
It's
mean?
like,
How do they
even if
not
we
work?
fix a lot of the major issues, like I don't see any way that I play this game long term unless I
Damn.
go back to the previous update.
Damn.
Yeah, divorcing it of like
Damn.
assume this was a perfect expansion, still on the code base, and it had all the same content, no bugs. I still think it's very lackluster.
That guy
Like,
even
you still
sounded
have the
defeated,
problems with the
bro.
items
I
being
feel bad
and
for
I feel
him.
like
The items are shit,
the
yes.
survivors are they're I don't know, they're just not fun. Like
Yes,
Seeker, I think
the items are
has
shit.
potential, but like
I didn't like
the
her.
balance of that is just so bad, and there's
did
so
not
many
like
things
Seeker
in the DLC
when I
that
played
are just
her.
unintuitive.
I don't like her art. I don't like her
Again,
primary.
I would have loved it if it was just like a skin and map pack. That would have been great.
I think he might be right, low key. If you keep the void items and then you keep the baseline items that they have in the game, you don't have the chance of getting these uber shit or coin flip 50-50 like uber shit or uber broken items, right? You just have all the OG items, and all the OG items are fine. Cool. You don't have these stupid ass elites in the game. Sick. You don't have these kind of meh survivors, but maybe they're included anyways. The survivors are kind of meh anyways. I think the game would be fine with them in or without them in, personally. I think you might be right, low key. If this DLC was just map, skin, music, and the heroes, I think this shit would have been way better. I think he's right.
I think the art is amazing.
Yep.
But
Word.
and I don't want to be negative again, right?
He's
But
gonna be
I
negative
think
again.
The maps are clearly made without a lot of knowledge on how the game loop works either.
Yes. Yes, man. This map that the guy's playing right. Okay, you can't see the map
Because
like at all because he's in
like
the void. This map. This map is complete, utter dog shit for finding the teleporter. This guy got incredibly lucky with it being like on this section, right? Because if it's in any fucking where else on the map, you are never finding that shit. And also, it feels like this map is always the same. It feels like whenever you go to any of the green maps, they're always the same. And the thing with Risk of Rain 2 is that sometimes the layout of the map changes, you know? Because, like, it's, like, randomly, procedurally generated or whatever, right? I don't know, maybe I'm just speaking out my ass, but, like, maybe this one does have it too, but it doesn't feel like it. I don't know. It doesn't feel like it.
Stage 1 Shattered Abodes is huge. It's
Yeah.
massive.
That
I have
being
to
stage
walk.
one is so odd to me because we just got Verdant like 3 months ago as a stage 1, and now we're getting
It's
another
good.
one.
Yeah. Like Verdant's
So
fine.
great.
Verdant's not
We
even
need
that
5
big.
stage
Right?
ones.
I like
that the
Verdant,
ice
We
one?
talk
actually.
all about
Yeah.
Siphon Forest and enjoying
It's
the
huge,
walk
but
around.
Shattered Abodes is bigger. I think
Siphon?
Shattered Bows, I
the
don't think I've seen
credits
that
of
one
the new
yet.
maps and the sizes are insane. I love
True.
the new Stage 5 visually. It's like the coolest thing I've ever seen in this game, but it's huge and there's
Stage
just,
5
it
lava
feels
map?
like unlimited
So
loot,
twisted.
and it's crazy, and it just feels like while very cool, it didn't fit within the balance of the gameplay loop that we had. And obviously things are different,
Fair enough.
but it doesn't feel like things are
If everything is,
balanced
like,
around
small
a,
and compact, why make something large,
a
spread
non-loop
out, right?
like run anymore. Like with the expected amount of items, there's so much variance. You could go into one map and get like 5 items, or another and get like 20. You know, like it's crazy. It feels like Risk of Rain Returns almost in like that kind of sense to me.
That scope, yeah. Well, they give us less speed items, less mobility, and they give us a map that's the size of Kansas to try and get around. And I think like the stage
Fair
one,
enough.
like the Siphon, like I love Siphon. It's my favorite stage one. It's large, but it's flat. You can just see everything, right? There's nothing hiding. The I forget the Twisted Abode, whatever it's called, the new stage one. There's so many like up and down and like little nooks and crannies. You need to go explore into every little corner to be able to check for the loot. I think that's what it comes down to. Like it's not that not as large, but there's a lot to explore and get around to on that. With no speed, if you're playing an NG for instance, like that's a nightmare. That's a 15-minute stage one every
Yeah,
day.
I'm sure we can. I'm sure we can talk about like the stage sizes a bit.
What the fuck? Is he just getting up here without the elevator? What the hell is this shit?
On the hope aspect and the question of, what can we see like will this be fixed? Can we see this be fixed? Do we
No.
have hope? Do we, you know?
It's fucking Gearbox.
I
no.
feel like it's going to take a
Fuck
certain
Gearbox,
magic
man.
trick to save Risk of Rain 2.
Yep.
If you know what I'm talking
I
about.
agree with that.
Gearbox
I agree
needs
with
to
that.
get stick up their like out of their ass. Own what has happened.
Dude, I fucking love this guy, like the purple lizard guy, and this guy in the blanket. These guys are awesome. I love these guys.
Personally, I feel like they just have to revert, refund everybody. It's not ready. It's been proven to be not ready. This
Refund
is
me.
an embarrassment. This is a joke.
Word.
Work on it for a year and a half. Abandon their old code base. Work off of what has been seen in Survivors of the Void. Don't try to merge the console and the not console. Make it just its one own thing, because this double like lukewarm half and half bullshit just isn't gonna cut it. No one likes it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and
This guy
for
is
something that's
spitting
supposed
right
to be
now.
all one and unison. Yeah, there's still the biggest problem, the biggest elephant.
This guy is
That's not really an
spitting.
elephant. It's the whole Xbox not even being able to play the game.
Xbox.
So
Wait,
the
what?
whole thing that they tried to do.
Wait,
just
what happened to
ended up
Xbox? What the
being
fuck?
exact same fucking situation. How
Yeah.
did they do this?
The whole point of unifying the codebase was so they could release it on PC and console at the same time. But
Yeah.
then
have updates
Xbox
and
is
stuff
just
together,
on the
yeah.
main menu.
Yeah, if you guys don't know,
knows when
if for
that's
some
gonna
reason
be.
you guys
Wait, what?
watching, yeah, Xbox, it's day 3. We're in the end of day 3 right now for the DLC, and they literally cannot play the game. They cannot
What?
use the main menu to boot up the game and play.
What the fuck?
I'm a little
That
bit jealous,
is
honestly. I wish I hadn't played it yet. So.
That is insane.
Insanity, dude. And then when they do, they're like, "Hey, bro, get off school. Hey, come over, play some DLC." I was like, "Okay, man." If your friend comes over, plugs in their controller, they get their save
And then they
point.
get deleted.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks, but it's
That's insane.
not surprising to a lot of people, especially. Like, I wouldn't say I was an optimist before, but I was definitely trying to remain neutral, like trying just to be pragmatic. But dude, yeah, I
But
mean,
now?
Gearbox,
But now?
they dropped the ball. There's no ifs,
They
ands, or
definitely
buts
did.
about it.
Yeah, they definitely
the ball is
did.
very clearly in their court. So again, all it comes down to is, are they going to actually be able to change things, and can they do it in a timely manner?
Okay, a little bit late on this though, but Purple Lizard guy, I think I agree with what he's saying. To just like start over from zero, try again, new code, make the editions separate again, because from what we've seen, merging the editions has what made PC shit and it's made Xbox shit. I don't know how it didn't make PlayStation shit, but whatever. But wow, they need to do something. This is insanity, man.
Personally, I'm not very optimistic about that.
If we're working off the old code base, I don't think so. I think that was the worst decision they made. Like, I think that is like the root of all of this is them making the decision. Let's make PC and console the same.
Yep.
I think
Worst
that
decision
was
ever.
such a horrible decision, and the majority of players play on.
Okay, but like, I got why there were two separate versions when it was Hopu. I think were they Hopu? Okay, I get why they had two separate versions. I get it. It sucked that consoles had to wait forever to get new shit, but I mean it worked, right? Like their system worked, but in this system is just not working. You know?
PC. A lot of people on console are very vocal, but I think over 80% of the player base is on PC.
Yeah.
It makes
I wouldn't
no
be
sense
shocked.
to me to go and try to like update the PC version and the port everybody loves with the port everybody hates. That's so baffling.
Yeah, I think the way the host said it is like the only way that we can have like an optimistic future if they literally just revert it all back. Because at this point, the literal only way forward is to down patch. And like I had to, I only Rach did
Yeah.
the same thing. Like I had to add a down patch command to my stream.
Yeah,
and like
same.
I felt
Holy
like
fuck!
I finished the stream and I was just sad. I'm like, why'd I have to do that to the game that I love? Like it just
Damn.
made me. Like, ugh, I feel like such a punch in the face. That one really, really got to me. Like this is not the future I saw, like at all. Like in the past, yeah, encouraging people to not play the DLC is,
Yeah.
it hurts. It just hurts the soul.
Fuck.
Yep.
And I want to like get in front of some people.
It just makes it
saying,
seem way more worse
'cause I've
when
seen
the
this a few times.
streamers
Well,
that
Survivors of the
play this
Void
game
had
for a
some
living
bugs.
are just like that.
Um,
Where there's like, yeah, you should shut up, play this shit.
I have a list of all of the Survivors of the
Go-
Void patch
Holy
notes,
shit, this guy's got
came out over
receipts right
the
now.
next couple weeks.
He's got
and it has
receipts,
all of the
receipts,
bugs that they
bro.
fixed.
Holy fuck.
And if you look at the severity of the bugs that were in Survivors of the Void, a few were pretty annoying. I recall like being stuck in slow as Void Fiend for like a few minutes, or some of the Void Seeds not despawning initially. I recall one of the stages didn't spawn Void Cradles.
I remember there's a couple bugs initially to begin with. Sometimes you would finish the what's it called, like the void. I think the void seed when they had like the void area or whatever. Sometimes you'd kill all the enemies in there, and then like it just wouldn't deactivate for a little bit. And also sometimes it'd say like you'd kill everything. It would say there's one left, and then there just wasn't one. Then it'd like spawn in like 2 minutes later. I mean, like the bugs were annoying, right? But they weren't like game breaking, you know.
But
Again, that's just me
wasn't
thinking
every
about. I
minute
remember
I was
that. It
running
may or not be
into
true, but
game breaking and
I feel like I
destructive
remember that
for the
happening.
game. Like again, the
It's
bosses
been a
don't
while
even
since I
work
played on console.
in the game right now. The elite director system doesn't work. The director itself doesn't work. If
Damn.
you pick up an aspect in this version of the game, which is 100 times drop rate, by the way, right now, it
What the
breaks
fuck?
your game.
What the fuck?
If you take it to the next stage, it either dupes your items or deletes half your items if you get rid of it. Like,
What the fuck?
I mean, we've seen
Nothing made the
clips of
game-
Loader and Acrid and the characters. Railgunner, like you shoot her special and it shoots with like a scope and it shoots her M2. Her mines are worse. Like every
Wait,
character,
What? Wait, what?
What?
if
The
you use your
special?
special and you scope in, it'll shoot her M2 instead.
What the fuck?
Right? The mines are worse.
I haven't seen that yet.
You could just use a
It's-
polar field device. Come on.
I saw a clip earlier. I mean, hold on. Well, I don't have it on me right now, but it's someone walking around and there's no enemies on the map. They open a chest and then they just fall over and die.
What the fuck?
Like,
I want to watch that.
Too
That sounds
long.
funny as
They
shit.
paused their game and then died.
Jesus. That's
Dude.
I mean, it was Hopu's response to that too, because like there were bugs with Survivors of the Void, but like within a few days, Hopu came out and was like,
Is that
"We're
guy in
working
the
on a
wall?
patch."
What the fuck?
With
the fuck?
Gearbox, I felt like they released the DLC and then it was radio
Void Voice's
silence. The
face
only
through
thing I
walls,
saw from them was on
honestly.
their Twitter, like
That might have
an
been what
hour
happened
after, people were like tweeting at them. They're like, "I can't boot up my game on Xbox. I'm stuck at the main menu." And then they would respond, and then they would say, "Have you tried unplugging your console and plugging it back in?"
Bro,
And-
no shot
Like,
they said that.
They responded to multiple people with that.
No
and then eventually
shot.
They just stopped. And then I've heard that in the Discord, like one of the developers has said they're working on a patch, but that has not been said in any.
They're
official
definitely not
capacity.
working on a
They haven't said
patch.
that on Twitter,
They're
they
not
haven't
working
made
on a
an
patch.
announcement.
You know they're not working on one.
It's just been silent.
Yeah, I think like one like.
Hey, what did I say earlier about big name company coming in and just making it a cash grab? What did I say about that? Isn't that kind of what it's seeming like right now with all this shit that's happening?
Games.
They're just gonna dip,
Again,
bro.
14, there's bugs, and they were so in the community. We
They're just
knew
gonna
they were
fucking
trying
dip.
to fix it, and they were on our side. Now this stuff like you picking up items breaks your game. Like that is
That is
not in the
insane.
same realm. Like there's games.
That's the
there's
entire
items you
point of
pick
playing
up
the
and
game. You
just
pick up items.
Can't win. You can't play. You can't even exist
You have to
in the
restart
space of the game.
your run
And now
if
and
you
then
can't even
and
do that.
Yeah.
On top of that, you now have Randy
Fuck.
Pitchford, the bloody CEO of Twitter.
Okay,
CEO
I just want to say I love this Australian dude. The bloody CEO. I love this fucking guy. All these guys are great, by the way. These guys are all great. You can see all their ass up here. I don't know who's who, but obviously this guy's disrupted. This guy's woolly, but all these guys seem like great. Like they're great people. They seem fun and funny. They're awesome.
of Gearbox on Twitter, like bragging about how good the game's been received, and everyone tearing him to shreds. Like the awareness doesn't exist.
It wasn't
He
being
doesn't care.
well
He's out there
received.
like, oh, we did it, we did it. We made this amazing game, and it's like the top of our ever viewed. And then now look at the reviews, like
Yeah.
overwhelmingly, like you just
Luca
Look at
too.
this tweet.
and you're proud of it. Like you're proud of it. Yeah, that one.
I was looking
Like
at
we
it.
did this.
Yeah. That's the one where it
Wait.
says, This
Wait.
is some jank we've sort of just tolerated.
Oh, go back. Guys, Risk of Rain 2 hit our new deal. Wait, hold on. Wait, why is it like that?
The one where it
insane.
says, "This is some jank we've sort of just tolerated."
Wait, let me see.
Top of the Steam
He's
charts.
so
yeah,
proud of himself.
I think this is indicative.
Why does he
of
have it, like,
a
low, like-
problem that's
okay.
plaguing all
Sure.
of entertainment right now, which is people create something, it gets very popular for a reason because it's whatever.
Good.
It's well
game's
made,
good.
It's very cool, whatever it is, and then it gets sold off, or people just get hired into it. Like there's so many examples of that, and then they just don't understand. They inherit
Yes.
the
Gearbox, like you'd think that they know what they're doing. They worked on Borderlands, which is a looter shooter. Hey, guess what this game kind of is? It's kind of a fucking looter shooter. You're picking up loot, you're shooting people, there's abilities. Oh man, Gearbox, this is right up your alley, man. Then they just fucking roll a shit pile Steam turd ball in, and then you're just like, what the fuck, man? Like, I thought it'd be like this, but come on, guys, come on.
good product instead of creating it, right? Like they're just fundamentally going to not understand what made it good.
Yes!
Because they didn't create it. They weren't the ones.
They didn't
to
create, they didn't
do
play it.
All the hard work and make it good. So
Yeah.
It's a classic situation here. Same thing with Gearbox. They bought the IP, they inherited it, and they just don't understand what make Risk of Rain.
I wonder if they even kept any of the OG people that worked on the game. I wonder if they kept any of them, dude. Probably not.
Risk of Rain. Unfortunately,
They probably moved them all out for their
yeah, I'm
their
with you
guys. I bet.
I don't have much faith at all that the game that we
I
knew
don't have
of,
much faith. I have zero
will come
faith
back.
now. I have
It's clearly
zero
gone at
faith.
this point. Like there's no doubt about it. It's clearly gone. It's just completely different state.
I have no faith, man.
Like maybe bug fixes like 6 months, a year from now, like maybe.
Probably it's
It'll be,
Gearbox,
like,
bro.
playable, but is it going to be the same? No.
No.
It's not.
Maybe.
No.
So
But
To that guy saying
on a
maybe,
positive note,
no.
I do think
No,
the
it won't be the
lifeblood
same.
of this community has always been the modding scene. And
Yes.
that has been.
I'm excited
the
to see what they
case,
can
and
do.
I think it's going to be the case now more than ever. I
Right.
mean, you've played like the Celestial War Tank mod. That thing is so fun.
yeah.
So good.
so well made.
Celestial
Yeah,
War
I
exactly.
mean, you look at Starstorm, and it's a better DLC than this one is, right?
Yeah.
With item synergies and things that actually fit within the game, and like
There's a
new
mod
characters
made,
that
like a
actually feel
mod
like they
made
fit.
fucking.
I mean, have you played the pilot mod, the character? It feels like really.
There's a mod made
It was
DLC. What
made
the
by
fuck?
Hoku themselves.
That's insane.
Like, you have boss augment mods like Umbral Mithrix. Like, you have so many ways to play the game with mods that actually feel like they fit and they're good quality because they're
Wait.
made by people who actually
Spin
really
botting in
care
Destiny 2 is
about the game.
crazy,
You look
by
at-
the way.
You look at
Spit
you look
bot.
at every bit of content, right? And I feel like stages were the one big thing that modding has always been difficult to do because making stages takes a lot of time, takes a lot of effort, takes a lot of budget.
Uh-huh.
Gearbox had that budget, made some cool stages.
They
I
did?
think
I'll give them that. They did make cool
one other
stages.
stage. I forget what something artifacts. I forget the name of the mod. Added, what was it, the dried lake or whatever that stage. Anyway,
Procedural stages is cool too.
yeah, there's like, aside from that though, if you just down patch, right, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
as an idea and more than just an idea, but like if everyone just down patched, didn't play this version, and just continued to mod Risk of Rain 2 in that state, we have better content, we have better stuff.
It's like
It's just a better
Skyrim.
game overall. And
It's
I
like
think
Skyrim.
This is something that people are gonna do. It's really hard for me to really take it in. And it's been really hard to come to this conclusion. But if everyone just did that, I mean, you look at like Super Smash Bros. Brawl came out. Brawl sucked ass. What did people do? I mean, it was fun to like.
I kind of liked Brawl. Saying Brawl sucked ass is, I think that is kind of fucked up to say. Did it suck ass as a party game, like local thing to dick around it? No. Did it suck as like a pro play kind of like Evo type fighting game? Yeah, of course it did. Why? Because Melee was like that. Melee was very much so not the party game. It was like the pro play, like there's a ton of gimmicks in the game, there's a ton of shit you can do that makes you better than everyone else. And then Brawl is just like, yeah, this is going to be just a fun party game. We're going to take out all the competitive bullshit. And saying that Brawl sucked because of that is insane. Brawl had the fucking storyline. The storyline, the campaign was insane. That shit was so fun. That's like one of my fondest memories as a child. I need to take points away from the Lizard Man for saying that, bro. I was with him all up until now, but we're kind of ops now, bro. I'm not gonna lie, dude.
Like play casually, but beyond that, people made
Okay,
fun
there
of
we go.
them,
Never mind.
right?
Casually.
And you can kind of just make a better game from an older version from when it was good. If the devs are gonna ruin their game, well, the community can go ahead and continue it in a better fashion. And I think
True,
do-
they can.
I do wish Gearbox would make it easier to down patch because you can do that on Steam. I think there's a couple games where you have that option, like Cuphead. You can just like click download legacy versions. You can play like the
That's
first
cool.
release ever.
That's actually pretty
speedrunners do
fucking
that.
cool.
If you were able to do that for Risk of Rain 2, that would be amazing. Because the process for down
would be.
patching is a little bit sketchy, as is. You have to put in your like Steam username and password into a little prompt, which I
What?
imagine a lot of people aren't going to be comfortable doing.
No,
It is
probably
legit,
not.
but like,
Why
you
would I have to
jump
do
through
that to
hoops.
down
And if you're
patch?
somebody that just downloads the game off of Steam, you're not going to know to do that. And it's
No,
still like
I don't know how to do that.
downloading an older version isn't ideal, but it's I think best case scenario. Like I hope Gearbox will at least let us do that.
I think that's.
I mean,
the
they
thing,
better.
though, like it's in our hands now.
It's the only way to play the
It's-
game
it's
to the fullest
future of the game
experience.
is in our hands. It's
Oh
not
my God.
Gearbox's. We
Right.
Yeah.
Word.
like, we roll it back. We keep modding. We keep making content around it. And
I want to mod this
I
game,
mean,
bro.
it's
I'll
not
mod
up
it.
to you, it's up to us now. Like, and I don't want anybody. I can hear the
Pro
comments
beat a
saying,
spin
"These guys,
botter.
why-
Holy.
Like we love the game too. It's not even that bad. Like
Crazy.
I don't want to sound like a bit condescending, but like the amount that we love this game is to an extraordinary amount. Like I ended my
For these guys,
stream
I'd say that.
on the day of launch. I cried. I was so overwhelmed and so
Damn.
like taken aback and like such. I feel like something so big was taken from me.
Nah, bro. No matter how you did it, Pantheon, you killed a fucking cheater. Like that's impressive. You killed a cheater. Who gives a fuck if you use a tracking rocket launcher? You fucking killed them. Good shit.
I cried up stream. I was sitting in my chair, just so overwhelmed with
Hold on. I just want to say, like, this guy crying, like you can't make fun of that guy for this. He is someone who like loves this game. He puts a ton of time into it. He knows when there's something wrong with the game. He knows when there's something right with the game. That's just not like that's not him being a bitch, man. That's him just like having so much passion for the game that he loves that he just feels like sad and disappointed that the game's in a bad state. That's nothing to badger him on, you know? Like him even sharing that is like impressive in itself and deserves some merit, because like some people definitely will clown on him for saying that, but I'm not gonna be one of them, bro. I think that's brave to first off say, and I understand why it happened too, because he's passionate about his game that he loves.
Reputation and betrayal, and like, I feel like I had something core was taken from me, and like it's important. This is an important game to a lot of people, and it's been absolutely just walked to the dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, the council has decided that the DLC fucking sucks, man.
Based.
That's the conclusion
Amen.
here.
Based.
Oh man. Well, boys, I appreciate it. We should probably reconvene at some point. Like probably, hopefully not too long from now. Maybe we'll have some news.
They should definitely do another video.
We'll
definitely.
do a follow up at some point. I'm
They,
sure.
these guys
But,
bounce
yeah,
off each other
that's
very
the
well,
state
and they're
of the game, man.
entertaining.
It sucks.
Yeah.
The way fans are butts about it. There's
It does
absolutely
suck.
zero reason to buy the DLC, and unfortunately, it's not even the DLC because they patched the game vanilla. So you just buy the game on
Fuck.
Steam, and you just get a dog shit version. Like there's nothing you can do about it,
Fuck.
except for down patch. Like
Got
you
a
guys
down
said.
patch.
Yeah.
Yep.
I guess I got a down patch. I say linked how to do it. Awesome. Great video. Again, check out this guy, Wooly. He's great. Matter of fact, check out all these guys. They all seem like great people and very fun. And they know what they're talking about with the game. And all in all, great video. I agreed with pretty much everything they said about Purple Lizard Man and Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Come on, bro. You can't be saying that shit, bro. Come on, man. Can't be saying that kind of shit. Anyways, what are my thoughts on Risk of Rain 2 now? I think it's in a very bad spot, bro. This game, the state it's in, like this is like scary, man. Like this shows that this can happen to any game. If this can happen to Risk of Rain 2, it shows that it can happen to any game. I don't like that, right? I don't like that being a possibility for like all these games. Like if that happened to Slay the Spire, I'd probably kill myself, like low key. If Slay the Spire got bought out and fucking like manhandled like this, I'd probably just like lose faith in humanity at that point. Anyways, what was I saying? My thoughts on Risk of Rain 2. In terms of hope for the DLC, I think it's fucking doomsday. There's no more hope. With all these problems, do I think that they can reasonably fix it in like a reasonable amount of time? No, probably not. Not with all the fucked up shit that they've done with combining the fucking code for the two versions of the game and shit like that. Yikes, man. I thought it was bad enough on my own without knowing anything about the situation, but now that I've watched this video, I think there's like no fucking hope. Let me just look at some of the comments real quick. Love this game a lot. Exactly. This is what I was saying. Like, they're passionate about the game. They love it. They know the most about the game. They can say all this shit. You know? Yeah, this is insane. Like, console players they've been struggling, man. Yeah, yikes. It's still running ads for this DLC? What the fuck? It's just broken on Xbox and they're running ads for it? That's the stupidest shit ever, man. Yeah, word. Make him do something, bro. As a Borderlands player, I want to apologize to the Risk of Rain community that you have to deal with the franchise destroyer that is Randy Pitchford. This guy's the brain of my existence. He challenges the communities of Gearbox constantly. He'll switch up and down. He'll swear up and down that new Tales from the Borderlands, Borderlands 3, and the Borderlands movie are without flaw, and that you're too dumb to care about it. If there's one Randy Pitchford hater on Planet Speed, there's does because I'm wondering the Earth as a wraith. My unfinished business is to melt Randy's brain with my spectral hate. You can almost guarantee that he's the reason Seekers came out so half-baked because Randy has never cared about exploding a fan base for monetary gain. Wasn't this pretty much what I was saying? That they just don't give a fuck? Like, I said that this was shit. I forgot that this existed. The new Tales from the Borderlands. The first one was great. Wonderlands was shit. The Borderlands movie, I think, is one of the worst movies that's ever come out in a while. Should make a live-action Risk of Rain movie starring Jason Momoa and Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt is Commando and Jason Momoa is Engineer. There you go. Perfect movie ever. That's insane. Shout out to these guys again. That was a very entertaining watch. Watch this. Hold on, I need to see the title. The one I hate. This guy is trying to make me watch a song, and he wants my VOD to get fucking corrupted. GG. I'll probably just watch that on my own time later. I kind of just want to hop into a fucking game now, because I have been. This video is 45 minutes, and my constant yapping added about 45 minutes onto the total watch time, so I need to hop into Wukong real quick. What the fuck? Man, Microsoft always changing my damn background, bro. They always changing my shit. Let me move this guy up. There we go. Lock him. Wukong, go. I did. I did. I'm a yapper, bro. I'm a yapper. Hold on, let me change my category. Wukong. There we go. Cool. Was it longer? Oh shit. Hey, well that means I was actually reacting to the video, right? That means I was actually reacting and not just watching the entire thing along like XQC or some shit. Like I made that if I yapped for longer than the video, I made that shit my own content. Obviously they helped me make my own content, but it's not like I was just sitting there watching the whole thing and just like laughing or just being like, true, he's kind of right. I was doing that, but then I was also pausing and giving input, right? Like it's not like I was just sitting there fucking doing nothing, right? Like that was an actual reaction, not like what this fucking stupid ass shit is that all these top streamers are doing nowadays. Had the best food ever today, bar none. Okay, what was it? Share. Tell me right now what it was. What the fuck was it, man? What the fuck was it? The numbers, Mason, what do they mean? Fuck you. Dude, I need to get out of Black Myth Wukong hell, bro. I need to get out of here. This category has been such a bad streaming category for growth for me. Do you want to know how many followers I've gotten since I started streaming in this category? 1. I got 1. It's from the heart of Jerusalem. It was €1 and a side of fries. I mean, Mediterranean food's good. Like, there's not much else to say. Mediterranean food, Middle Eastern food, Asian food. Those are like probably like top 3. Those have got to be top 3. I'm trying to think of like I think Italian. No, I think you do top 3 foods in the world. You do number 1. You do Asian food. Number 2. You go Italian food. Number 3, you go Middle Eastern food. Personally, I think that's what you have to do. Pasta, like Asian food, you know why. It encompasses so much, so many different cultures. It's just like, it's too good to not be number 1, right? But then Italian food, like pasta, pizza, all these fucking insanely good cured meats and lunch meats and shit, they gotta be number 2, right? But then Middle Eastern food, also crazy. Like shawarma, all the spices and shit they have in their food. Oh my god, dude! Like you look at that food and it makes your asshole pucker up because of like all the shit in it. But like it's worth it, bro. It's worth the large shit, you know. Best fries ever. Insanely crunchy without being dry or hard in the middle. Oh, that's making me cream my pants a little bit. That sounds really nice, bro. Oof. Oh. You know, I'm a crinkle cut fry enjoyer. I'm not gonna lie. I am a crinkle cut fry enjoyer. Also, dude, I feel like I've been like blacklisted by Twitch or something. I feel like I've been like blacklisted or some shit, bro. I'm getting like no live views or anything, dude. You hate crinkle cut? You're crazy, man. You're crazy. Twitch has blacklisted me. The executives up at Twitch don't want a gooner succeeding in this world. They don't want a gooner showing people what's what and what's up. They just, Also, someone legit just clicked in and clicked out. That's crazy. Motherfucker. I saw it go from 3 to 2, like, instantly. They clicked in, saw this bullshit that we're discussing in my picture, and then just immediately left. And you know what? Honestly, that's kind of based. How long am I gonna play this shit game for, bro? Should I just give up on this game and never play it again? Should I just do that? They came back? Oh my god, they're back! Oh my god, the lag. Oh! This game. Who the fuck are these guys? Mongrels. Oh wow, my bad, bro. Look up a video on the cutscenes and just never play again. Honestly, that might be kind of. I mean, that might be kind of based. That might be base. Then have a more pleasurable experience than playing it yourself. That'd be crazy. Maybe I should just do that. Like, I'm basically done with the game, right? I'm in the last act. I just want to play something else, man. I want to go back to my card games. I want to mod a game. There's not enough mods for this game that are funny, dude. There's not enough. I tried looking for more to see if I could make the game more enjoyable for myself, but there's not enough. And the game also runs like shit too. So that's cool. As much as I hate to say it, this game should not be rated overwhelmingly positive. As much as I hate to say it, it shouldn't be rated that high. This game should be like very positive or mixed at best, with how poorly the optimization is along with the stale gameplay. I like added like a command. I need to get a dude. I need to stop fucking around and get a stream bot and like make commands and shit. Maybe if I don't play, I'll make like an exclamation point wukong, and then I'll provide an explanation on why I stopped playing or some shit. Cause I don't think I want to play this shit anymore, dude. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it, man. It's just so yikes, man. But I need another good game to play though that can give me clips and shit. Oh yeah, I saw the Tifa mod. I saw the Tifa mod. It's the rage within. Damage dealt and taken. Interesting. Look how much better this shit is than what I'm currently wearing. I am nerfing myself so hard by using this Goku skin. Do you see how much harder I'm making the game for myself by not using this shit and using the funny Goku mod, man? Like I'm playing this game on like super hard difficulty right now. Like, look at that, man. Fucking look at that. Jesus, if I get hit, I'm just dead pretty much, dude. Like, that's how bad it is, man. I'd have like triple my defense right now if I wore the good armor, but nope, I want to be funny Goku because it's funny. You know? I want to be funny Goku. It's funny to be funny Goku. I'll be funny Goku forever if I have to. Also, I just gotta say, I love it how you can just always tell when there's gonna be a boss in this game. Like, you can just... What? Piggy? Oh, I thought Piggy was the boss real quick. Is bro gonna fight me? Oh, never mind. What the hell is that shit?
And now you have the gall to show up.
Is that a fucking floating hand
Now this
head?
day will be your last.
This guy looks like he should be in the Skibidi Toilet lore. The Supreme Inspector. What does he do? Why is... Hold on, wait a minute. Is he the Supreme Inspector? Inspector, cause with his head, he goes up and just starts fondling your balls with it? Like, what? The game Black Myth Wukong faces backlash of telling players not to discuss feminist propaganda. Oh, I know why they're talking about that. Dude, people are getting mad that there's not enough female characters in the game. That's simply it. It's just Twitter just getting mad. You know how the Twitter community is, man. You know how they are. Whatever streamers are given lists of topics to avoid, also including news and politics, COVID-19, and China's game industry. Huh. Interesting. Well, I mean, I guess if they're like sponsoring, well, if you're sponsoring a streamer, you can make them pretty much not talk about whatever you want, right? Like, I think that's fair to make them not talk about politics, COVID-19, and China during that shit, because then I mean, talking about China's game industry and COVID-19 while you're playing like the first major Chinese game, I think would just come out across as like a little racist, wouldn't it? Like, be like, oh, like, China did COVID-19, China bad, you know? Like, they don't want people talking about that? Sure, that's fine. I personally think that none of those are really red flags, to me at least. Because I know with the Twitter stuff and the feminist propaganda, that is bullshit. It's just a bunch of babies on Twitter complaining about how there's not enough women character in the game. Even though, in Chapter 4, the two most important characters that you see are female. And then, guess what? Hey, guess what, jackasses? In Chapter 5, too, the two most important characters are female. The sexy fox lady and the older sexy fox lady. But then in Chapter 4, you have all the spider women. How are there not enough women in the game? Like, are you smoking crack? Are you smoking ganja? Are you, like, cooked, bro? Like, I got fucking Goku installed in my game. Shut the fuck up and play the fucking game, you stupid bitches, man. Yeah, honestly, Pantheon, they probably would, man. They probably would. They probably would want that. Hey, guess what, man? There's not gonna be... Hey, it's fucking Chinese mythology. There's gonna be no white people. There's gonna be no black people. There's gonna be probably more men than women, because odds are most mythological figures are male. That's just how it is. That's just how culture is. Most of the characters were male because it was being written by males. Like, shocker, jackass! Shocker! It's the fucking culture, dude! Like, you can't go back and rewrite history to make it more fucking, like, progressive. You can't do that. It's just history is how it is. It's not like nowadays, bro. You just have to accept it. Like, come on, bro. Jesus, it's a fucking video game. It's a fucking... What is this shit? Oh, what is this shit? Look at all these motherfuckers that I have, man. Creates a hurricane. Highly effective against specific enemies. What? Okay, I'll use that. Okay, never mind, I can't. Why is that so loud? What the fuck was that? This guy a pushover? I can't tell. Oh man. One of like the 50th boss that can just fly in the air and just ignore you for like 5 seconds. Cool. What the hell is happening to me? Why am I getting hit by something? Also, why is every boss so tanky? I feel like I was talking about that being good game design because it forces you to learn the bosses, but these bosses are so unintuitive and boring that I'd prefer if they just got one shot. You know? How? Dude, like, this boss is shit. Do I even want to play this game anymore? No! I don't think I do, actually. Get me out of here, man. This game fucking sucks dick. I'm not playing this shit anymore. Fuck this game. We're not playing this shit anymore. Fuck this game. I don't want to play. Speaking of bosses getting one shot, you should play another Crab's Journey. I had been interested in playing that game for a while, but I just haven't played it. Should I peruse the Steam store real quick? What do I do now? What do I play now? Do I just go back to card game? What game is fun? Are there any fun games, man? Like, hello? Is anything fun right now? When's Fragpunk coming back? Here, hold on. Let's take a look at what I have right now. Is it time to boot Mass Effect back up again, dude? Should I restart Mass Effect tomorrow next stream? I think I should, low key. Okay, like I'm looking at all this shit. Let's look at this shit. This game is unplayably bad right now. Right? Unplayably bad game right here. Doesn't click for me. Would play this game, but I can't get any good clips from it because you can't really make this game entertaining for people to watch unless they know what the fuck is going on. I think this game's out of playtest. I'm sick of this game. My friends have all abandoned me and do not wish to play this game with me anymore. The friends that I was originally planning to play this game with have still not bought the game, even though I've owned it for 4 months. Same thing as Slay the Spire. Playtest is over, and I have no idea when this game is coming back, but it's genuinely one of the most fun games I've played in my life. Zenless Zone Zero, gotcha game, don't count, I'm not sure with that. For the King 2, same thing as Destiny 2. My friends abandoned me and they won't play it anymore. Roblox, bro, low key, is it Roblox? Is it fucking Roblox, man? Should I become a Roblox streamer from now on? Dude, I should totally become a Roblox streamer, man. What the fuck? Okay, moving on. Fallout 3 would be fun again to play modded. Elden Ring. Randomizer run could continue, but I'm sick and tired of asking my friend to play. I wish he'd ask me to play sometimes. Emberward, same thing. If you don't know what's going on, you're not gonna fucking like watching the game. Gotcha game. Dragon Age Origins. I think Dragon Age Origins could be fun, but no one's fucking watching this shit. Let's be real. Fallout New Vegas mod run would be fun. Mass Effect, I think continue Mass Effect would be fun. Maybe modding it too. Yep. Matter of fact, Pro does not want me to become a Roblox streamer. All right, hold on. Nexus mods, Mass Effect. Let's see what mods I got for Mass Effect, bro. Let's check it out. All right, I think we should play Mass Effect again, guys. I think we should play Mass Effect again. Crouch mod for Legendary Edition. Ooh, I kind of like that. Play as Anakin. Remove weapon weight penalty. That's kind of cool. Let's see the most popular all-time mods for Mass Effect. Get the fuck out of here. Community patch. A lot of patch mods and shit. One probe all. Oh my god, that'd be so much better. Unlimited sprint. Dude, I should totally mod the fuck out of this game. Expand Shepherd Armory. Mass Effect 2. EGM. What? Where's the nude Rex mod? There's like nothing. Just to improve the underused Shadow Broker to give the players new difficult choices. Huh. Saren stages? Bro, these pop-ups are insane. What? Oh. It's a better... Oh! Oh! I need this mod. Restores Miranda's various butt shots from the original trilogy in Mass Effect 2. Okay, maybe playing Mass Effect 2 with mods again is a play. Maybe it might be the play. What else did they got? Optional flirting. Ooh, I like that. Ooh. Interesting. There's really, dude, all these mods are just like incredibly just like game heavy. They're like, there's like nothing funny. There's nothing funny. I should probably edit my stream info. I'm not streaming Wukong anymore, but whatever, dude. Let's look at one more page. One more page. Unrestricted weapon. Same gender romances. Optional flirting mod. Is there a mod that allows me to romance specialist trainer as a male? Please. Early recruitment. All of these are just like insanely just like normal mods. There's like nothing funny. There's like nothing funny. What happens if you hold on? Nexus mods, Skyrim. What happens if you look up that? What are all the funny mods in Skyrim gonna be? Popular all time. There's gotta be a sex mod somewhere here, right? Oh, I love this mod. This mod's great, by the way. Where's the fucking sex mod? Where's the fucking sex mod at? Huh? I know there's one somewhere. I fucking know there's one somewhere. Fuck. You have to enable. Anyways, what the fuck do I play right now? Slay the Spire? Do I want to do a Slay the Spire run? Also, why is it so blurry? What's going on down there? Please! Space Marines 2! Save me! Save me from this tri-spout of shit games, man! You know what? Hold on, wait a minute. Go back to just chatting. For 1 second, go back to just chatting. Hold on. Hold on, wait a minute. We're gonna read the Steam reviews of Black Myth Wukong. I want to see what it's looking like. What is it looking like? It's in my Steam. I played this game for 25 hours. Okay. Let's just say I played this game long enough. Like, I think I've played... Is it fair enough to say that I've played long enough to realize if the game's shit or not? Is that fair to say? Like, do you think 25 hours is sufficient enough to be like, this game's shit, I don't want to play it anymore? Okay, let's see. This game is huge! Where are the negative reviews at, huh? 600,000 to 20,000? What? Oh, here we go. It has a massive issue with input delay and inputs not registering. I'm not talking about trying to dodge while attacking. That's not an issue. I'm talking about just standing still and doing nothing, jamming the button to use a potion. Yes! Yes! It's the hit stun! The hits. Okay, buddy, this game's not even a Souls-like. You are a jackass, my friend, and this is not even a Souls-like. I hate to say it. If this was a Souls-like, when you died, you'd leave some kind of currency behind that would affect your level ups. Another dodge button masher. This is kind of true. You kind of just do dodge and button mash in this game. There's nothing really else that you're doing. Too hard? This game's not that hard. First of all, it's a beautiful game. There are some bosses that are annoying as fuck and hard, but overall the game's not hard. Visually great as unique combat. Wrong. This game does not have unique combat. Are they clowning him? They're clowning him. I guess so, because he said that the game has good combat. Interesting. Run a pipe, face a boss, defeat a boss, continue in pipe, nothing more in the game. Slight variants made with gear, talent trees, and spells. Dialogue is pointless. I agree with everything that this guy was saying up until here. Everything this guy was saying up until here is false. This is the only true thing. I mean, this is all true. This is not false. This is true. Wait, what? This is false, not true. Wait, what? What am I saying? The dialogue, there is a point to it. There is a plot. If you can't see the plot or the dialogue, you're a fucking jackass, bro. You're a jackass, man. Hits Tiger a staff. Staff goes through Tiger. Tiger punches hole in my chest. Die. Yeah, that's happened to me a couple times. Like, if you're fighting the bosses where you lock onto them and then your main lock-on point is their legs, I've noticed a lot that you end up not hitting people most of the time. And it's like, it happens a lot too, which is insane. Dude, I need to play Dark Souls 2 on stream. I need to play Dark Souls 2 on stream. Anyways, whatever. 11. Hate to Downvote was clearly a great game. Technical issues with Remy for having a good experience. Random crashes and performance issues on AMD. Hey, guess what? I'm on AMD. No wonder why my games played like shit. Hope this review serves to amplify the voices of other others. Try again. Why is he getting clowned for that, dude? First 10 hours will lull you in. Dark Souls 2 fucking sucks? Fuck you! Dark Souls 2 is great. Fuck you. First 10 hours will lull you in, but honestly the game just kind of blows. There's next to zero exploration worth. Do I know why this is true? Because if you open a chest, you can't find a weapon or armor. You only find materials, and it just makes exploration feel shit. Unless you're finding like a gourd upgrade or some shit. It's a boss rush game through and through, and the combat isn't remotely good enough to carry it. I don't think it's a boss rush. I think there's just a lot of bosses in the game. If it was a boss rush, there'd be no open world, like linear open world segments, and you wouldn't fight just random mobs. Combat isn't good enough to carry it. That's true. The combat's not good enough. Tedious endurance test with horrible hit. Yes. You deal piss poor damage on them. They have a lot of HP. They don't really deal that much damage to you unless you're under geared or using the base game gear like me. Game emphasizes dodging and rewards you with bizarre hitboxes. Your attacks whiff. Yes! Attacks whiff all the fucking time. Bosses can hop a meter away. Yep. Or they can just fly up in the air if they wanted to. Then you had to constant Radon was frustrating but fun because you could feel your progress. No, constant Radon was never fun. I hated every moment of it. 29 hours. Why are people just clowning? Huh. Interesting. People are just clowning on people hating the game. That they're not even hating. They have genuine like complaints, and they're just hating on them. Oh, fuck the invisible walls, man. Fuck the invisible walls. Fuck this game. I'm done playing it. GG. This game came out on the 19th. It's the 31st. I've been playing this game for 11 days. 25 hours. It's safe to say that I will not be continuing my playthrough. We're finishing in Act 3. Maybe I'll watch the cutscenes at some point on stream, because the cutscenes were honestly the best part of the game. Combat wasn't good enough to carry the game. Unfortunately, I would have loved it too. The combat just got too stale and boring. I was honestly like thinking about doing a challenge run on this game, but the game's too long. Bosses take too long to, I think, even warrant that. What else do I have to say? I mean, they killed it in like character design, storytelling, dialogue, cutscenes, animation. Everything that wasn't like real time, like you're controlling your character. Like if this game was a movie, it would have been it would have been insane, right? Like it would have been a great movie. But a great game? No, I don't think it was a great game. Anyways, that's it. That's it. Yo, what's up, brother? Just ranting my ass off about this game. The final boss is hype. I don't doubt that the final boss wouldn't be hype, but I don't even want to get there. Like, I can't force myself to get there because the rest is so shit. Want to check a video out to react? Drop it. I'll pull it up on my second monitor, and if it looks interesting enough to me, I'll watch it. Final boss is hype in every game, bro. That's true to some extent. What is it? An internet rabbit hole. Alright, sure, bro. I'll watch this shit. Dude, okay, you've intrigued me. I'll watch it. What is it called? Hold on, let me see what it's called again. Okay, an internet rabbit hole. Internet rabbit hole. YouTube. Oh, it's this one. Okay, let's go. I got you, bro. Your discretion is advised. Holy shit. Ah! What? What the fuck? You said it was disturbing. You can't. Oh shit, my bad. Hold on, let me fix that real quick. Whoopsie. I need to take off. Oh, I'm already out of that. My bad. Here we go. Shit, my bad. You said it was disturbing. Already disturbing already.
Helps as I
Oh shit, my bad. Now you can't see anything. There we go.
keep trying to look for answers. This post was made to the subreddit r/Instagram by the
You guys can hear it now, right? You can hear it now? Just checking. I'm pretty sure you can, but I just want to make sure.
user Numerous Cut
Okay, cool.
792 on April 15th, 2024.
Numerous Cuts
It
with an
featured
ominous
screenshots
name.
of 3 bizarre-looking Instagram pages they had encountered earlier that day, with OP expressing concern that something truly disturbing was happening with these users. And those in the
Oh.
thread agreed. What the actual fuck? Found all of them and blocked them all.
What the fuck?
11 is seriously creepy to me. I've been trying to find more about them, but can hardly find anything. Very weird account, to say the least. The 3 accounts apparently belong to
What?
3 different children. However, when combing through their posts,
Why are they letting
the
children
content
have
seems to imply
accounts?
something much more bizarre was afoot. Something truly disturbing. This
Okay, I'm like
post was
actually
the
like
start of a story that
I'm getting
would
like
eventually be
goosebumps
picked up
already.
and shared all
What the
across
fuck?
online world, becoming
This
one
is
of the more
freaky as
notorious
shit.
internet mysteries in recent memory, as these accounts revealed an unending rabbit hole that is still being traversed to this very day, in an ongoing investigation into one of the most depraved oddities ever found on Instagram. This is the emerging story of Smart Schoolboy 9.
Smart schoolboy. What the fuck is this?
I hope you like these photos. School is good.
What?
Really good.
Oh, dude, that voice was
We'll
creepy.
return after these messages.
Oh.
Before we get too far down this rabbit hole, I want to first thank today's sponsor, AG1. AG1 is a daily
some reacting, I'll
foundational
watch the
nutrition
sponsor for
supplement that
bro.
supports whole body health,
I'll watch it
packing in
for him.
75 vitamins, minerals, and whole
I'll also
food
link
source
the YouTube video,
ingredients into
too.
one product. The older I get, the more I've been thinking about
I feel like if I'm
health, both
reacting to a
long-term
dude,
and
I owe it
short-term,
to them
and
to
I've
watch
realized
their
just how
sponsor.
important it is to get the proper amount
I
of
owe
your
it to
daily
him, bro.
nutrients. But the problem is, the older I get, the busier I've become, and the less time I have to make sure that I'm hitting the mark on these vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants.
The static red
I've tried
shit.
taking a bunch of individual vitamins, but it was just too overwhelming
Yeah.
to keep track of. But AG1
It is
has been a
insanely
game changer
creepy,
because they
yeah.
take the guesswork out
Like
of
legit,
it.
every
One
time I see it,
scoop
I'm
and
just
you're
getting
good to go for the
goosebumps,
day.
bro.
Not only
It's
is it healthy,
actually
but it gives you a
scaring
boost
me.
of energy
It
that
doesn't
lead
help
to a
that I have to
crash
go
a few
pee.
hours later, like caffeine does. It makes me feel better and healthier, and overall, it's been great for my production, as it's
Wait,
helped me
what
lock
is
in right
this?
at the beginning of the day.
Is it like
and
a
it's even helping
supplement
me
thing?
Cut back on my coffee intake, which was honestly starting to become a problem. I've tried other supplements before, but I
Oh,
can
it is,
safely say
okay,
there
cool.
is only one AG1. They're the first I've seen to pack this much
Word.
nutrition and gut health support into just one scoop.
AG1,
So if this sounds like something you guys
AG1.
might be interested in, you can
Let's
click the
fucking
link
go.
in the description or use the QR code you see on screen, and you'll get a bottle of vitamin D3 and K2.
Yes, they
as well as
are.
5 AG1 travel
The
packs
only
free with
supplement
your
you
first
need is
subscription.
protein. Maybe creatine if you're trying to build muscle. Alright, cool, there we go. Good
Beautiful
sponsor,
boy, an account
good sponsor,
looked after
bro.
by
Good
me,
sponsor.
A degree-educated mother choosing to stay anonymous.
What? What is it? What an insane thing to say about your kid. Beautiful boy? That gives off like Epstein vibes, bro. Like it seems like you're trying to bait people in that are attracted to little kids with this line. What the fuck?
This was the bio of the first account pictured in the Reddit post.
Ew, that's
an account
gross.
named Truth611, which was said to be operated by a 12-year-old boy and his mother.
Okay, what is this
Back
thing?
in
That
October
thing's
of
freaky.
2021, the duo would make their very first post, kicking things off on a somewhat concerning note, though not for their own page, but instead another account on the platform.
So,
What?
that's the account run by a man pretending
What
to
the
be
f-
a boy.
The video was created
What
and
the
posted by the
fuck?
mother for the sole purpose of warning others of a specific user who had been posing as a child online when, in actuality, he was a grown
Dude.
man who did this in order to get close to and exploit other children across the platform.
Ew.
It's the grim reality of this online world, as predators will do just about anything to
the
get closer to
fuck?
children, and it's a reality often unrealized or even ignored by parents, which
The
makes
hell?
it almost refreshing
Firework.
that this mother was out here trying to raise awareness.
I guess, yeah.
These posts would become the crux of the account early on. They would call out this
Just
user
like
and
an
their many
exposed
accounts
profile.
again and again, eventually going more in
Okay.
depth about what this person would actually do.
That profile picture is so
claiming they had a
fucking freaky,
strange
by the
perversion
way.
to dressing up as a young schoolboy. Does he wish he
Oh.
were a young boy in a school classroom, looking nice and being successful at school? Yes. This theme of calling out online predators
What
would remain
the
consistent
hell?
throughout the years on Truth611. However, after some time, the mother behind
there
the account
fireworks
began
going
to use
off?
the page for its initially intended purpose, to share photos of her son.
No! No! Dude, the mom of this kid is so stupid! Why would you manage an account for your kid? Dude, why would you manage an account for your kid and call out child predators and then post your kid on there? Oh, dude, that poor fucking kid, man. Jesus Christ. That poor
The photos
fucking
began
kid.
reasonably normal, and would
Oh
show
my
this young boy
God.
studying at school, accepting awards from their principal, and even school presentations in which their son had
I
attended.
feel so bad for this
with the
kid
captions
already.
often boasting about how intelligent the young boy was. Though over time, the photos began to
No.
grow stranger.
No. What? What? Dude, this is nightmare fuel. Motherfucker, what is that? What is that shit? If this kid walked at me, like if it was the middle of the night, this kid started walking towards me, I'd fucking beat the shit out of this kid. I'd fucking beat the shit out of this kid because he'd scare the fuck out of me, man. What the fuck? Oh.
They looked off, almost as if they were AI generated. And on top
What
of
the
this,
fuck?
they began to appear heavily edited in an almost inexplicable manner.
He looks
with
like a kid
deep
from
red
Shrek.
lipstick often
He looks
being
like a
added,
Shrek
which was
character.
enunciated by his face being turned pure white. This unsettling
Ew.
trend would continue from here, as with each passing post,
That
the
kid is gonna
photos grew
haunt
less
my
authentic
nightmares,
and
man.
more surreal.
Oh. Oh. Stop, man, stop it. Oh god.
Until they became straight up disturbed,
Oh.
even sickening.
What?
These bizarre edits spilled over past just the images too, as the posts began to appear as disjointed collages,
What the
often
fuck,
showcasing
man?
multiple grotesque images and paragraphs about how much this user loved school.
Why'd it get cold in my
This
room all of a
wasn't an early
sudden?
shift either.
I'm scared.
At some point, the son behind the account began posting content that allegedly came directly from him, saying
What?
things like, "My really cool mom asked me if I'd like to post, and I said, yes please."
Bro. What? That is so freaky. Is the mom like using him as like bait now? What the fuck?
He even shared supposed videos that he had filmed of himself, which were equally as
No.
unconvincing as his photos, and somehow even more chilling.
Dude, this shit is so freaky. What is that? Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Bro.
The
You telling me
boy
this
even
shit
shows off his
gets
singing
crazier than
clips.
this? What the f- Oh! 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 Please, man. I'm lifting my headset up right now. I don't like this.
voice sounds off.
Please, bro.
The account was overall anomalous and extremely off-putting. And though this content was visually alarming, another aspect made it even more so concerning, as over time, many of the images began to resemble CP, showcasing these fake AI children in explicit positions, with their faces sometimes even being photoshopped onto scantily dressed adult bodies.
Fuck?
One thing is blatantly obvious about the Truth Sticks account.
Freaky
The
ass
supposed child
AI.
behind it is
Oh
not real.
God.
Even in the more
No.
possible photos at the very beginning,
He's
there's
not
evidence
real.
to suggest that these were likely AI as well. And based on the
shit.
disturbed, borderline illegal content
Wait,
that
is
this
this
page
recent? Did
featured,
it, like, just
seems more than
happen?
likely that whoever was behind this page was not an innocent mother concerned for the welfare of other children.
Definitely
but
not,
instead,
bro.
a predatory individual themselves.
Okay, hold on, wait a minute. Do I know what's crazy? 2022? Okay. I just got 2 view bots back to back. Thank you, Automod. Like, they were just rapidly in there. That scared the shit out of me. My dog scared the shit out of me as well, man. He, like, walked up the stairs and it creaked. And I was like, what the fuck? But then I was like, oh, it's just my dog.
And this wasn't their only account.
So this is recent
The second
then.
page
Okay,
featured on a
that's
Reddit
insane.
post
I thought it was
belonged to a
older.
user named GirlChloe12.
No,
Striking similarities to Truth
no,
Sticks. The page was also
no.
supposedly run by a child
Come
and monitored
on,
by their
man.
parents.
Not
Bizarrely, they also
more.
posted frequently about the dangers of online predators, with the wording of these posts and the editing being essentially the exact same as Truth Sticks.
I want to go to,
just
like, the
not as
comments of this
over-the-top.
video so
These two
bad and just
accounts
read
even
what everyone
frequently
else
interacted
thinks about
with
this
each
shit,
other,
because it's
thus providing a
disturbing.
substantial link on its own. But
It's
by far the most
disturbing.
compelling link between these pages is one that is easy to miss at a glance, with that being a blatant obsession with high-heeled mini boots.
What the fuck?
These shoes were mentioned or shown in virtually every single post made by these two users. At playtime, I'm sometimes running around with my really cool heeled footwear I wear with my uniform.
What?
After coming home from school, education isn't over for the day once the blue blazer, gray jersey, neat tie, white
No,
shirt, tailored
no,
close-fit gray trousers, and black heeled mini boots are in the wardrobe. No matter what they discussed,
Don't tell
school
me they're having
uniforms
these
and
kids
mini
do
boots were
sexual
always a
fetish
talking
shit with
point,
fucking
which
boots.
adds confirmation to something that is already becoming apparent.
No,
This is
man.
fetish content, not too unlike the bizarre accounts in the Pipergate rabbit hole.
What is
Fetish
that?
content centered around children.
What the
And what
fuck
makes
was
the Chloe
that?
account so disturbing is that AI was seemingly not used, and rather the images seem to be of actual children.
Oh no, man.
Despite this disturbing distinction,
Oh, no.
these two accounts are cut from the same cloth, and all signs point to them being created by the same person. A person who, despite their constant warnings of the dangers of adults pretending to be children online, seems to be doing the exact same thing, as part of some sort of fetish, the extent of which we'll discuss later.
What happened
But
to
for
the
now,
fucking mom
one
that
thing
made her
was for
turn out like
certain.
that, bro?
These pages were not run by children
the
or
fuck,
their
man?
parents. So, who
Oh well, I
created
guess
them?
there's my answer.
Well, that brings us to our third and final account shown in that initial post.
Come on, man. Oh,
Smart
God.
Schoolboy 9 was much the same as the other two accounts. They warned of online predators, obsessed over high-heeled mini boots and school uniforms, and posed as a child despite clearly not being one. But
It's
Smart
so
Schoolboy
gross,
was different
man.
in one key aspect.
It's so
The person behind the
gross.
account was pretending to be a child, but they were doing so in a much more apparent manner, as they didn't use AI or stolen images of other kids to form their identity.
No.
And instead, they used photos of themselves.
What?
In the images posted on the account, we see what appears to be a fully grown man, dressed in a schoolboy's uniform. His face is painted pure white and has bright red lipstick, and he's, of course, wearing high-heeled mini boots. Characteristics that were all utilized across the other accounts, only this time it was done on himself,
What am
as he
I
poses as a
watching,
child,
man?
pretending to go to school, as well as pretending to go through other life events common for preteens. And the photos aren't even the most disturbing part, as the account consists primarily of videos.
I just want to say that is one of the that's like one of the scariest videos I've seen in my fucking life. And then they immediately follow it up with this? What is that laugh? What is this?
School. Let me know if you like school as well.
He's changing his voice to sound like
The videos are all incredibly off-putting. Some show him arriving home from school.
1, 2.
How did Instagram not ban these people?
So,
Others show him claiming to be on the bus heading towards school.
yeah.
No, keep him away from schools. Keep this man away from schools.
Yes, I'm on the school bus.
And other
Oh.
videos showing him doing whatever this is.
Oh! Oh!
With these strange sounds and the process of sticking his tongue out appearing to be part of his fetish.
Oh!
As much like the other accounts,
Stop
his
showing
content
it, man.
is
We get it.
overtly
We get it.
sexual
We get it,
in
bro.
its
We
own
get it.
bizarre way.
Is he
In
wearing
fact,
yoga
there's a video of
pants?
him with his full outfit on, where he shows himself staring into a mirror as he appears to pleasure himself, right out of view of the camera, as he stares into his own eyes.
Man.
This account is by far the most sickening part of this whole rabbit hole.
This shit
and
is
also
gonna
the
make me
most
fucking
important.
cry, man. This shit is
Interspersed
so
throughout his page are a few
horrendous.
examples of what this individual's voice sounds like,
This is quite good.
which just so happens to be the same voice heard in the very first clip shown on the Truth Sticks account.
No.
Man, pretending to be
What?
a boy.
Meaning that this full-grown
What
adult
the
man is the one
fuck?
behind this entire rabbit hole. He's the one on these accounts
Huh?
pretending to be a child and their mother,
And
getting
calling
some
them
sort
out,
of
too.
sick satisfaction from whatever this is. And
What?
the worst part is, these activities aren't just kept behind closed doors. As we can
No,
see on
they're
numerous
obviously not.
occasions, videos of him walking around outside in a public space with his full outfit and face paint on.
But that's all.
Oh, what? How is this allowed?
It's truly one of the strangest things that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And making sense of what this all is extremely difficult. But based on the information found from this first Reddit post, a few likely conclusions can be put forward. This man is clearly attracted to the idea of being a kid. And I think
I
OP was correct when
guess
they
so,
speculated
yeah.
that this was some
No
sort
shit.
of age play thing. But it's also clearly much more than that too. As based on the images
Please
that
don't tell
he's
me he does
created
anything with
himself,
kids,
he clearly
please.
has some sort of attraction to other children as well, as he's quite literally created faux CP, the likes of which is so disturbing that I can't even really describe it here either.
I don't even want to hear
He's
you
creating
describe
fetish
it.
content, and he's using the likeness of children, and also some children that are clearly very real people,
I don't
to
even
do
wanna
so.
leave my
that
room
much
now,
is
man.
obvious. But there was also the possibility that he was pretending to be a kid
This
in
guy's
order
like
to
an
exploit other
SCP.
children across the internet.
What is this, man?
At this point, though, this was merely speculation, with much of the Smart Schoolboy 9
that a
case
lip
remaining a
ring?
mystery. And the rabbit hole was only getting deeper from here.
What the hell? What is happening?
Months after this rabbit hole was introduced to the online world, the story began to be shared all across the internet.
Don't
most
tell me there's
notably
people
on the
engaging with this shit.
r/internet mystery subreddit, where the case really took off. There, internet sleuths began uncovering just how vast this web of accounts actually was, as it wasn't
Holy
just these
fuck.
3 pages.
There's
No,
more?
There seemed to be over a dozen, and likely even more that we still haven't found. As he's created his own sort of community,
What?
his own little world, where across each page he pretends to be a child.
What
with these
the
accounts typically following
actual-
each other and
Thanks, cute boy, for coming as invited to my school for the short speech. It was applauded, and you said it was a cool surprise as you're shy, but you present really, really well. Your height of 5'3" or 4, or 5'4" with heel and mini boots on is a bonus. And like Julie said, her brother also gets mistaken for already being in year 7 or 8, but gets more responsible at school and likes it because it means respect. And you know what? You get that from me, brother. How was this allowed? Instagram? What the fuck were we doing in 2022? What were we doing, man?
frequently interacting, seemingly to make these characters appear as though they have real friends. On one of these pages,
He's interacting with himself. This is mental illness, bro. What the fuck?
12 Stockwell Joanne, he poses as a 14-year-old girl,
Oh.
using more AI images to depict explicit positions of this manufactured child,
Not more,
which I
man.
obviously am not going
Not
to show
more.
here. Though much like his Chloe account,
That's even
he also shows
scarier,
images
dude.
of very real young girls.
It's even scarier.
But this isn't the most
No.
concerning part of this account, as on numerous occasions, he's shown images of children at a playground.
What the fuck? This is just like the ickiest shit ever, man. This is so icky. This is so fucking icky. I hate this.
Which he may have taken himself.
Oh, man.
This fantasy of being a schoolgirl and taking part in these school-centric activities is something carried over throughout multiple of his
What is this
accounts,
shit?
with his most common alias being Stephanie, of which he has numerous different accounts featuring that same name.
And they have
I'm Stephanie.
they have a following too, which is insane, bro.
This Stephanie
80
character
people
claims
have
to be a
followed,
12-year-old
100 people have
aspiring
followed these
poet,
stupid
with accounts all
accounts.
across the internet, many
What
of which
the
showcasing
fuck?
examples of her poetry, which carries on those same distinct sexual undertones. I race to complete my poems when I've got an early start. Heart racing, mixed rhythms, maximizing miracles, rice with rap, and on the map. My Kennington, London
Oh my
syllables.
God.
Dancing though, I know my underwear might show if I lean forward.
What is?
Good.
Oh
Stephanie Stansfield,
my
12.
god, bro.
But digging even deeper, her poetry has even seemingly been featured in various articles
No.
and newspapers, showcasing that this rabbit hole extends far past just the online world.
What
This
the
act is
fuck?
clearly their obsession, and he's been doing this for years, with the earliest examples that I could
my
find coming from all
God.
the way back in 2018. And this Stephanie character seems to be his
They
go-to
let
alias,
this man do
embodying
this for
it in even
4
the literal
years.
sense.
Oh my god. This is like horror shit, man.
As in one of his many pages dedicated to
Oh!
this Stephanie character,
Wait, he's kind of
he
thick.
dresses as her,
My bad.
wearing a wig and a dress, as he pretends to be a 12-year-old girl.
Jesus, bro.
Almost immediately after this case began gaining traction, the true magnitude of this rabbit hole was revealed. Across every
shit
single
better have been
account
put to a
are
stop by
countless
now.
depraved posts and oddities that all could warrant discussion.
It
But
better
by
have been
far
put
the
to a
most
stop,
important
dude.
discoveries were those that
On
didn't
God.
actually occur
Unless
on
he's
his
putting
own
this shit on a
page,
timer, dude, who
and
the fuck
rather
does he
the
have taking
pages
this
of
shit
other
for?
actual children. Do you like school? I do. It is good. You have
It
some
still
cool shirts,
exists?
but I have to wear a school uniform
you-
to school. It is
Wait, Pantheon, did you find it on Instagram? No. You're telling me that this video has like millions of views and Instagram has done nothing about it? That is insane.
nice, but casual isn't
Oh
allowed,
my-
and it's quite hot here in the
man.
UK, as the month of June suddenly got warmer.
I'll leave it
These
to
are
the
two
fucking
examples
UK.
out
Leave
of
it to
many
happen in
that
the
show
UK,
Smart Schoolboy
bro.
9 reaching out and attempting to befriend young children
No.
online. In one comment, he even warns a child about other comments from bad people.
My brother in Christ, you are the bad people. You are the bad people.
Stating that it happens to most boys in our age group, but stay safe,
Oh.
stay cool, don't be dismayed by creeps.
Oh my god.
This is our best evidence that these accounts weren't just made for age play. No, he's actually posing as a child in order to make friends
The
with other
Stephanie
children.
one is still
And
it
given his
still
overtly
exists.
sexual
Oh my
interests and
God.
aversion to CP, it's not hard to gather
my
why he was
God.
doing this. And these examples are only what we found so far. It's possible that there are dozens, or who knows, maybe even hundreds of other comments out there. hidden on
I'm gonna
unknown
walk
children's
around
accounts.
my house right now
This
after I'm done
is
watching this
predatory
shit with the
behavior.
baseball bat,
The man
bro.
behind Schoolboy 9
I cannot.
is
This
a
shit is
predator.
scary.
And in case there
Yes,
was still any
he
doubt
is.
of whether or not this was a sexual thing,
Don't tell me there's more.
here's what he had to say about being a 13-year-old.
Oh my god, what the fuck is this? I can't sit still in class. Thighs jerking, high heels squeaking, schoolgirl, school uniform so girly. Being 13 is really sexy. Oh man. Oh my god, what is this? Oh my god, man.
Girl. But have his tactics actually worked? Well, the frightening thing is, no one knows if he's actually been successful or not, or
I
even
hope to
what
God he
specifically
hasn't.
he's looking for.
He
We just
better
know
not
that
be
he's trying to
successful.
reach kids, as evidenced not only by his comments, but by the fact that he's solely following children on all of these pages.
No.
And though it's easy to look at these accounts and know that
Oh
something's
my
off,
God.
for children, it's not that simple, especially when there's pages showcasing photos of actual kids. Which brings up another frightening
Yep.
detail. Many of the images he's used of children have not been traced back to their original creator, and some
What?
seem to appear
What? You're telling me he has these pictures of children and no one knows who they actually fucking came from? Bro.
here for the very first time
What the
online publicly
fuck?
on this man's pages, which might mean that he was sent them privately.
Oh,
There's even one
no.
image that David posted on his
Oh,
schoolboy
no.
account, which shows another kid that he claimed to be on a playdate with, though it's impossible to say if this is real or not. For now, we
Please.
just don't know for sure. Though given the fact that he's reaching out to children, posting
Or better yet, don't let children 13 or younger have a social media account. It's as simple as that.
Fetish content centered around children, and has even potentially photographed kids in the wild, one thing is for certain.
Man.
Smart Schoolboy 9 needs to be stopped.
Yeah, and he still hasn't. No shit. Oh my god.
Finding this man and reporting him to law...
Hey, all I gotta say, though, is that I mean, obviously the Redditor sleuths did a good job at finding this shit out, but if the 4chaners took an interest in this man, his IP address already would have been leaked to the fucking police like next day, bro. Those 4chan detectives are something else, man.
Law enforcement quickly became the top priority for those investigating the case.
He
And
better have
luckily,
fucking
he
been.
left several glaring clues behind that made this process a whole lot easier. On numerous occasions across his many pages, he would post images and videos of specific locations, even showing streets and mentioning very particular areas in his poems, all of which centered around
Not to say the death penalty should be reinstated, but I mean in this situation it might be warranted.
the London area, immediately giving us an idea of where he was located.
Yeah, he's in the UK.
And that wasn't all. I mentioned how the alias of Stephanie was one that he used more so than any other, but what's interesting is that there was another name used just as often across his accounts, brought up time and time again, though it's a name that he never seemed to call any of his characters.
I think I did see something about the death penalty being reinstated for child predators and rapists, but I don't know if that... I think that might have just been Donald Trump just saying some shit to get more support behind him. But I mean, please, bro. Please, death penalty for them. Please, bro.
Instead, he simply referred to this person as a stepbrother or a father, or even a friend from school, despite never actually picturing him, just mentioning his name. David. And sure enough, after connecting a few dots, it would be revealed that this person's actual name was in fact David. David Alter.
No.
With the man being 59 years old.
59. Bro.
At the moment, it doesn't
fuck.
appear that David has any past criminal convictions or documented history.
He
of
better
his
get a
behavior.
current one, bro.
But we do know that
Lock him
thanks
up.
to the investigation done on Reddit
Lock him
and
up.
Discord, he is currently being investigated by local authorities, which will hopefully put an end to his online behavior and shine some more light on who this person actually is. As for the time being, the only other information that we
So
really know about
disturbing.
David is that he likes to write poetry and he makes music.
Don't play his music.
I think I hear a running tram. Going back in time.
Bro.
Not out of time. I think I like a little lemon.
This is actually horror shit.
Steely Dan. I like the sound of that running tram.
That is
And his
actually
name
horror
also
shit.
appears in a random newspaper.
What the...
Where he's discussing the importance of kids wearing school uniforms. And that's really all we have at the moment. Though there is one very important aspect that we have yet to talk about in relation to this man, with that being David's mental state.
God.
Some believe that David is a mentally unwell individual who potentially doesn't know
He
the extent of what
definitely is.
they're doing. Now,
He
even if this
definitely
is the
is.
case, his behavior still needs to be stopped. And he
Yes.
needs to be given proper help to assure that no one else gets hurt by his actions.
Proper help?
But
No,
it is
proper
important
jail
to note
time.
that David is far more intelligent than he lets on, as his personal accounts show us that he is fairly well-spoken and articulate. And throughout his problematic content, most of his
God.
bad grammar and strange verbiage seems to be his attempts at more authentically trying to replicate
like
a
a kid.
child. But it's
Yeah.
impossible to know for sure.
Jesus
But what
Christ.
we do know is that David is extremely manipulative, with his response to the situation and other clues littered across his accounts showing us that he seems to know what he's doing.
Oh
And
my
he knows
God,
that it's
man.
wrong.
Oh, if he knows that it's wrong, lock him
Since
up,
the exposure
man.
of David's accounts, he hasn't silently slithered
Dude,
away.
even if they are mentally unwell, if they know what they're doing is wrong, lock them up. Please. If they know that it's bad, lock them
Like
up.
most other predators.
In like an hour? No. Well, we'll see. I don't know. I don't know how much longer I'm planning to be live for, but we'll see. I mean, I go live every day, like at the same time. I go live at like 10:30 to 11 p.m. PST. So that's when I'm live normally. I don't know how much longer I'll be live for. I normally end at like the 3 hour mark, 2 hour mark typically, but interesting video. Crazy that you dropped this bomb on me, but and you're dipping. But hey, it was nice meeting you, bro. It was nice meeting you. Peace out. Good luck or whatever you're doing, man. Unless you're like planning a bomb or some shit, then bad luck.
Would. Instead, he's actually responded on more than a few occasions, lashing out to those who have DM'd him, calling them the
You're wanking as you text. Yeah, see ya, man. See ya. Oh my god, this guy.
and predators. He even left a comment on his Joanne account, seemingly directed at himself, writing, "You are really sad. And if that's your name, David, be honest with yourself. You're 50, as you said elsewhere. You reply to me, a girl, as if I'm your buddy? No chance
What
ever."
the fuck?
This is something David does all the time. It's projection.
What the
and it started
fuck?
all the way back at the beginning of this rabbit hole.
So, that's the account.
Oh, the fucking
run
voice.
by
He's trying to sound like an old lady
man
so hard. Oh my god, I hate
pretending
it.
to be a boy.
And he
I hate
continued
it.
posting these predator exposés, along with other warnings about predators on the internet across every page he made, each of which being hyper-specific to his own predatory ways and fetishes.
Man.
The things he accuses others of are blatant projections of his own dark vices.
Yeah, they
And I
are.
can think of 2 reasons why. Number 1, that this makes his account look safer to other parents and children. It gives the appearance that he's not another internet creep, because he's actively calling them out. It's a way to build trust in order to befriend and exploit
This
kids.
is like the most
And number
heinous
2,
shit I've watched
he
in
knows
my
what
life.
he's doing is wrong.
He
and this is his
does.
bizarre way of self-reporting, probably to make himself feel better.
Wait a minute. Did he just say self-reporting? Did this guy just make an Among Us reference? Did he just make an Among Us reference? Among Us! No way!
Better about what he's doing. And it's obvious based on just how accurate these claims against others are to him. Does he wish he were a young boy in a school classroom, looking nice and being successful at school? Yes.
Oh,
And these claims
you.
are made over and over again. As each time he calls someone out, he's further exposing himself. Which becomes
Yeah.
more concerning when you realize that these projections seemingly aren't strictly pedophilic.
Oh god.
Within those eerily familiar expose posts he made on TruthSticks11, he mentions how this user not only wanted to exploit children online, but they wanted to kill them as well. As he mentions that this user has a clear interest in cannibalizing kids, and even performing ritualistic sacrifices on them. And based on how accurate all of the other exposures are to himself, I have no reason to believe that this isn't part of his MO as well, as crazy as that may sound.
Please, God,
This also
no.
seems to coincide with some of the content he's posted that I can't show you, as some of these photos show children edited in contorted positions, including some where he's added what appears to be rope to give the illusion that they're tied up.
No.
And what makes this even more disturbing is that on his accounts, he's posted numerous photos in the vicinity of schools,
Oh,
on
God,
nearby
man.
secluded trails, and even some where he discusses what time school starts and ends, saying that he likes to be awake
Someone
and ready for it.
please do something about this man.
There's even photos that show other children outside from a distance,
Oh,
almost
God.
as if David was stalking them.
He
This
is.
is highly concerning.
He is stalking
Even if we
them.
don't know
He
truly
is.
how low this man's perversions get, he is still far too close to children, which is perfectly encapsulated by this photo of him on a school playground during the day.
No.
And with his disturbing desires, I don't even want to imagine what he's capable of. Which brings us to the final piece of content that I need to talk about. Chasing another boy running in heeled mini boots.
What?
This was the text shown on screen during a short video posted onto one of David's many accounts. And in the video, we see the man pointing the camera at himself, showing his full face of white makeup and red lipstick.
No.
This video is edited more egregiously than any others I've seen across his page, with
It's like a
multiple
fucking
explicit
YouTube
images
poop.
and huge emojis covering the majority of the screen.
It's a fucking
Though
YouTube
just
poop.
barely enough of the footage can be seen that shows David as he turns the camera around, revealing a young boy.
Dude? Dude?
Who he then proceeds to chase after.
What the fuck? How is this allowed? Holy fuck.
Giggling all the while. Whether this was an edited video or a real occurrence, we don't currently know. David's doings are a mystery
Please
that
be
will take some
edited.
time to unravel, and my
Please
hope is
don't
that
be
law
real.
enforcement will be able to follow through and help shed some more light on this individual, and finally put an end to his twisted behavior. But at this point, only one thing is for sure. The story of Smart Schoolboy 9 is far from over.
Oh no, don't say that, dude. Oh god. Please do not attempt to contact David if you're with their investigation. Well, thank God he sent this to people. Okay, this is creepy. Okay, I don't want to watch that. I need to see the comments on this shit. That noise left me feeling violated. For real, dude. This was only made 5 days ago? Oh my god. One of the worst YouTube and eat sessions of my life. This is the most disturbing video I've seen in my life, I think. Yeah, following you around while talking, you don't have his voice. Oh yeah. Yeah. I agree. I would not leave home either, man. Exactly. This is what I was saying. This is what I was saying. Even if this guy's mentally unwell, he knows what the fuck he is doing, man. He know what a terrible day to have eyes. What a terrible day to have ears, motherfucker. Oh my god. Wait, what? This is genuinely not a lie. I swear I know this person from Doncaster, and during I would occasionally see what me and I called Clown Monkey Man. He would walk around the city dressed exactly like this. The satchel, briefcase, and suit caked up in makeup. An act that can only be described as childish. Like a caricature of a little boy. Oh my god. What? Bro? Yep. Okay, well, that was one of the most fucked videos I've watched in my life. So thanks to Nick Crowley. Crowley? Thanks to that guy. Shout out to him. Even though it was creepy, it was a insanely well edited video, and while creepy to watch, it was interesting. Thanks to homeboy that just dropped in that linked it, because it was interesting at the end of the day. But Jesus Christ. Okay, this guy. Seen true crime serial killer doc score, and nothing is giving me the heebie-jeebies like this guy. I literally got terrified smoking a cigarette on my porch last night because I thought this creep would come lunging at me from the dark. As a mother, its fears on another level. Yeah, dude, I'm scared to leave my fucking room right now. I need to go to my fridge and grab my other protein shake and fucking lock down the rest of the house, but dude, I'm too fucking scared to do it, man. I'm gonna like walk downstairs with my baseball bat. Like, I swear to God. Oh my god, man. What an insane watch. I was gonna go eat the other half of my euro, but not now. Yeah, for real, dude. Crazy that this man linked the most heinous shit imaginable, and then was like, I gotta go, I'll be back later, see ya, man. Crazy. Actually crazy. Oh, apparently there's a follow-up to the Risk of Rain 2 thing. This guy just seems like he has insane fucking creepy-ass videos, dude. I remember he talked about Pipergate in his video. I don't know what that's all about, but like, oh my god. Oh my god. Crazy how we fucking went from looking at Black Myth Wukong and like debunking shittily negative reviews and supporting the good ones, and then I go to watching like genuinely the scariest shit I've seen in my entire life. Like, I thought horror movies were scary, dude. What the fuck did I just watch? What the fuck did I just watch, man? Unpin this message because I don't wanna think about that link ever again. Wow. I hope to God that those accounts get banned eventually. On a better note, oh wow, what's this better note? There's a game called The Planet Crafter. The Planet Crafter. Game survival open world terraforming designed for 1 to 10 people. Survive, gather resources, build your base, generate oxygen, warmth, and pressure. Oh, I've seen this game before. I swear I've seen this game before. I played Valheim for 48 hours. Are you shitting me? Since when? I don't remember playing it. I do not remember playing Rust for 14 hours. What the fuck? Too much fun. Do not recommend. Sick. Valheim was dope for a while, but I feel like it got boring. Once you reach a certain point, you're just like, okay, I don't really know if it was boring, but like when you died, it was too brutal. Like it felt worse than dying in a Souls game, man. Because it took way longer to get back to where the fuck you were, unless you had insane teleporters, and like, losing half of your skills every time you die was unfathomably brutal. You just would have to like run away like a pussy ass chicken for most of the time, then do shit, you know. Jesus. That was, I don't know. Being a React Andy is, dude, it's so easy and it's kind of fun. Maybe I should have a segment at like the beginning or end of my stream where I just let people link videos and I watch them. I don't know. Maybe. Planet Crafter though, have you played this yet? Or you were just linking it to me because it seemed interesting? I want to look at the store. What's like top right now? Motherfucker. Who the hell is... If you buy this game, you are a loser. Saw an Insta-reel. Oh. Oh god, I don't even want to look at Insta-reels anymore, bro. I don't want to look at that shit anymore, man. Fuck. Dude, I forgot Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is coming out soon. Oh my god, dude. This game was so peak. This game was so peak. I played on my Xbox. I fucking love that game. What else do they got on sale? I tried to like Ark, but I didn't like it all that much. Harry Potter was decent as well, I suppose. Harry Potter wasn't awful. Once Human. I think I've seen that. What is this? Dawn of Defiance. Huh. What is it? Wait, what is this game? Whoa. Sent from weak soldier to the godlike anti-hero. It's up to free friends. Interesting. The hell? Is this game just like Greek Valheim? So it's infinitely cooler? Interesting. Yeah, I know, right? Wait, what the hell? This looks cool too. What the fuck? First-person roguelike with cooperative gameplay. Adventure alone or gather a party. Wait, this game looks sick as fuck too. What the hell? Whoa. Huh. Looks, yeah, it doesn't look as cool, but it still looks kind of cool. Fucking Dead by Daylight is featured. Are you shitting me, man? That game is a cesspool. Oh, what is this shit? What the hell? It's a cool ass cat. It's a fucking cool ass cat in a sick ass hat. Oh, that's a bird. Never mind. Old ball sack lady. Damn. The combat looks kind of dope. Hey, how the this game on sale? Oh, it's only 20%. Damn. Fuck, man. God damn it. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do now. Do I just want to end here? Do I? I think I might want to. Low-key, that video gave me the heebie-jeebies, bro. I think I just want to end my stream now. Jesus Christ, man. That shit was fucking scary, man. My God. Fuck. Alright, yeah, oh, it's $16 on that website. Okay, cool. I think I'm just gonna end stream here now. It's a pretty good stream. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty fun. I think I was more interested with the first video than the second video because I kind of knew what was happening and I could give input because I play Risk of Rain 2, but I am not an internet sleuth nor a fucking criminal, so I could not comment on that last video. But still was an interesting watch, but my God, man. What a fucking video to send me off to bed on. I can barely sleep to begin with, man. And now you're telling me I'm gonna have to go to sleep after watching that fucked ass video? Jesus Christ, dude. That was like the most insane thing I've watched in my entire life. And now I just have to end stream and go to bed after watching that shit. Oh my God. Well, thanks to the new follower. Appreciate that. He linked an interesting video. That was cool. Thanks again, Pantheon, for stopping by again, man. It's always fun talking with you and discussing the Risk of Rain 2 shit with you. That was pretty dope because we can both provide input on that. But anyways, good night. That's it for me. I'll be live again tomorrow. You know the drill. I'll be live again tomorrow. Peace out. Peace out.